Yes, everybody, and welcome to High on Homegrown, the cannabis podcast from Percy'sGrowroom.com. I am Macky from the UK, and joining us this week, we have Dr. Margaret.
Hello, everyone. It's Margaret coming at you from Central Ontario, Canada. We're having a bit of a snowfall. It's delightful. And yeah, I'm also the host of Bite Me the Show about edibles. So eat your edibles. They're good for you.
Beautiful.
Unless you're doing a tolerance break, of course.
That was amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
It is proper professional intro. That was beautiful. Oh my goodness. We also have John. What's going on, John?
I'm here in the fabulous state of Minnesota where it's sunshiny and a ground blizzard. It's beautiful. It's really cold today. In case the people are wondering, that's 11 negative freedom units, negative 24C. I love all you people.
Yeah,
if I don't answer, it's probably because I froze to death.
Yeah, we really need to discuss this whole definition of beautiful. It's
Yeah. Well, Macky, it's okay.
Yeah, we Northerners are just built different. It's okay.
yeah,
Totally built different.
Yeah. We also have the return of Smee.
Smee.
Good evening. Smee here, all the way from West Korea, northeast of West Korea to be precise. And thank you for having me back.
Oh, it's all good.
Yes, sir.
We thought we'd give you another chance. You know?
That was a better intro this time, though, right?
That was much better.
Yeah,
you sound amazing today, Smee.
Yeah, new mic as well, everybody. Smee got a new mic specifically for the show here.
Yeah, I got bullied into it by Macky. He was like,
That's
get
right,
a new
right.
mic.
Nah, you ain't
I'm
coming
never
back, mate,
speaking
till you
to
sort that
again,
fucking
ever.
audio out.
With your 2-bit headphones set up.
That's right. But here we are. Yeah, time to talk about some news. There's a new thumbnail on the YouTube there as well. I thought we'd try a different thumbnail and see how that goes this week.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, something a little bit different. A little bit different. Just let my mighty warm up over there. If you hear it vibrating, then that's what it is.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I've got a better mic now. I can't get away with mumbling stuff.
Yeah, still no Billy, unfortunately. Anyway. Cornerstone mentioned there, still no Billy. Yeah, I spoke to Billy, and he's just still not feeling very up for it right now. But, you know, he's getting better slowly. Hopefully, he'll be here next week. He's just taking some time to get better, you know, mentally, physically. So just a quick shout out to Billy. Yeah, everybody say "Get well, Billy" in the chat. That would be cool.
Do it, lady.
Yeah. I'm sure he's out there lurking. Buddy. He'll be listening. Yeah. Well, what's going on this week then? We have some nice cannabis. What do you have, John? You got something nice?
No cannabis today. Just the old Glenlivet whiskey.
Okay.
I'm just chilling today. Yeah.
Okay, I got some nice whiskey as well. I got my Forgotten Strawberries. That's just about to hit the 186 degrees C in the Mighty. There it goes. Delicious. Give
Get
it
after it.
30 seconds.
Have you tried the whole whatever you guys are talking about? The temperature thing?
Yeah, that's it. 186 is what I've got.
Okay.
Delicious. It's nice. But I also got this new whiskey. The missus bought me a new whiskey. It's called Highland Park. It's 10 years old. Viking Scars is what it's called. It's nice. Decent.
Okay. Very good.
I'm enjoying that. What you got, Smee?
Yeah, Mighty pineapple chunk, and I've brought myself up some sour gummies. I've just soured myself up 6 gummies, and throughout the show I'll be popping that to stay at a nice level.
You're gonna do 6?
Well, I was thinking if the show's around 3 hours, that's 2 an hour. Should be good.
Wow.
Manageable. That's good pacing.
So this is it. So I'll start with one right now.
Do it, lady. Well, you say, Margaret, you drinking water today?
Yeah, I got sparkling, and I got some lemon ginger, hot lemon ginger.
Nice.
Okay, very nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I do like a hot lemon ginger. That's nice, man.
Perfect.
Yeah, with a little dash of honey.
Perfect.
You
know, it's like you drink that shit when you've got a cold, but you don't need to, you know, because you can just enjoy that shit anyway.
Yeah, I do.
That's right.
I do.
Now, is this real honey, Margaret, or is this store-bought and pretend honey? What are we talking?
What do you mean by pretend honey?
Yeah, what do you mean? You collecting yours from the fucking hive or something? What do you mean
do.
store-bought?
Yes.
That's where everybody gets their honey
Clarify.
from.
I don't
Yes,
have a hive.
I get honey from a hive.
I don't have my own
What fucking hive do you have, John? And when it's minus 32 degrees C outside, what kind of fucking bees are living in
You don't
that?
harvest that shit in the goddamn winter, bro. Listen, they hibernate. It's a thing. You wouldn't believe.
had
Go ahead,
to go to the
Margaret.
store and buy some local unpasteurized honey. So that'll
Yeah, so like most commercial honey is fake.
What do you
It's
mean
made
fake?
with like corn syrup and shit. It's terrible.
Ooh.
Yes.
Mm.
Like
Yeah, I found that out this
most
week.
honey on the shelf is fake honey.
What?
Gross.
Is that like the pasteurized honey though?
I don't know about that.
What about
Any
Makuna
squeezable
honey?
I mean, I usually
Google
try
it.
and buy it from a local aviary or whatever they're called. What are they
No
called?
Right,
way.
yeah.
Aviary?
Yeah. Yeah.
The bee
aviary.
people? Yeah.
Yep. I
I'm
mean,
shocked.
I suggest you go buy real honey, or if in the store, look for the stuff that's real honey, because it is a
Unpasteurized too.
complete difference. My cousin has a hive. My buddy has hives, and they get honey every year. And I'm like, I'll take, I don't know, 10 jars, please, like the pint jars, maybe.
And they
Or
can
half
taste
pints
different
even.
depending on the types of flowers the bees are going to. Like, have you ever
Yep.
had buckwheat honey?
I have not.
It's like totally different. It's
Yeah.
still honey, but it tastes very different than the honey you buy in a store.
You can definitely tell the difference of where they're
Mhm.
at and what
Mhm.
flowers and stuff are
Okay.
around
It's like
them.
bee terroir. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking
It's
interesting.
good
You learn
stuff.
something new every episode on High on Homegrown, everybody. Some stuff you would not assume that you would learn on a cannabis podcast.
Yeah. Listen, I use honey and you'd be amazed
Yeah,
at-
honey's
because
great,
I cook
man.
all the time. I use honey all the time in different recipes, man.
And
It's
it never
crazy.
goes bad if you have the real stuff.
No, ever.
Mhm.
The only
Yeah,
food
the
that
real
never goes
stuff
bad.
does not go bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, there was honey in Tutankhamun's tomb that was still good to eat. I don't know if anybody tried
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, how would you know?
That's right.
I mean,
But that's kind of cool. I
Sorry.
think that's really cool.
Mhm.
yeah.
Be sick.
Yep.
Delicious.
Welcome to the knowledge today, everybody. There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
right. That's right. And of course, we got the news articles to talk about as well. And for the grow guides, we're going to talk about the mindset of growing cannabis and just, how to think while you're growing weed so you don't rush into things and all this kind of stuff. Just to have the right mindset. Nice little spiritual take on things. I think it's going to be fun. But yes, we've all discussed what we're smoking on, what we're drinking on. I think we're already ready to go into the news then. We there already?
Do it, lady. Do it.
Do it, lady. Let's go.
Beautiful.
So what should we talk about first? We got me. You have 2 articles this week, don't you? So we should start with you.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go, Smee. No pressure, bro. No pressure. You can
Which
choose
one we
whichever one you
starting with
want.
is the
Which
question.
one you wanted to?
Oh, so I'll go with the first one that I came up with. So it was the SOSE and the SBC supporting medical cannabis facility in Borders.
Okay.
And as I go through the article, we'll find out what the SOSE and the SBC stands for.
Should we guess before we go on?
Yes, let's play this game.
I think this is a bad idea.
Oh, I got one. Scientists on sativa edibles.
Ooh.
Hey, clever.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that one.
What you
okay.
got? What you got,
I
John?
got nothing. I don't even want to do it.
Boo,
because
you're
it's
not
gonna
gonna
turn out of
try?
context.
Boo.
I got one for SBC.
Okay, let's go.
What?
Science because. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not 2 letters or 2 words.
Well, yeah, you can make it.
It works though.
Oh,
It works.
That works.
What about you,
Okay,
Margaret? You got
fine.
some here?
I was thinking like scientists of. That's as far as I got.
Well, that was close.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was just something sciencey.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got any guesses, Smee, or have you already read and you already know?
No, how about? Well, I already know, but I'll give it a go anyway. I've got stop obesity, stop edibles.
Okay.
What?
okay.
All right. All right.
Random. Let us know in the comments and in the chat what you think SOSE
Oh,
stands for.
I totally got that. I
Yeah.
had to sound that shit out in my brain.
Ooh.
See, this is why I'm off the cannabis today, everybody.
All right. Yeah,
Just
that's
gotta make sure.
just a little
you
bit
know?
slower today because the edible effect
Yep.
from yesterday.
Yeah,
Nice.
dude, I'm telling you. Woo-wee.
Do it, lady. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Smee.
Yep.
Let's see what these things actually mean. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh, so up to 100 jobs could be created with the arrival of a medical cannabis facility in Borders. Breathe Life Sciences is set to open its first Scottish manufacturing distribution centre in the region. It aims to develop patient-ready cannabis medicines for both domestic and international markets, and has received support from the Scottish Borders. Sorry, let me try that one again. From both Scottish Borders Council and the South of Scotland Enterprise. So there you have it. The SBC stands for Scottish Borders Council, which is a place in Scotland.
Okay.
And then the SOSE stands for the South of Scotland Enterprise.
Okay.
Damn, I was wrong.
That was way
I'm
wrong.
so surprised. Yes, you
Also,
were
I
I
quite,
expected
quite
better,
wrong.
Mackie. 2 out of 10.
Yeah, my bad, everybody. Apologies.
Yep. Okay.
Some
You tried. You tried. That's what
The effort
counts.
was there. The effort was there. 100% effort. 0% accuracy. I didn't even get
Like
one
to
word. Fuck. Anyway, sorry, Smee.
no.
Continue on.
Sam Watson, CEO and founder of Breathe Life Sciences, said, "Our Scottish Borders manufacturing and distribution facility is being developed to meet the growing national demand for UK manufactured cannabis-based medicinal products. Public sentiment was at the forefront of the legislation of medical cannabis, which is rigorously tested, quality assured, more affordable, and, of course, fully legal." Well, okay. Rigorously tested, I agree with, but quality assured
More
And
and
affordable.
more affordable, man, that is definitely out of there. And fully legal, yeah. Well, yeah, guess so. We are honoured and inspired by the support received from the SOSE and the Scottish Borders Council, and they are proud to be investing in the region that values innovation and economic growth. The exact location of the facility within the borders location is not known. Well, smart. But the developers
I
have
think it's on the
pledged-
border somewhere.
yeah, in Scotland.
Yeah, and that's not a massive border. Drive a couple hundred miles, you've crossed it.
You find the other side.
Yeah.
That's it. They built a wall across it for,
Yeah.
and not one you can see from space. So it's
Mhm.
definitely not that big. So yeah, the exact location is unknown, but developers have pledged a total of 36 skilled jobs will be created once it's completed. This could potentially raise to 100, with global demand anticipated to grow in the coming years. Russell Griggs, chair of the SOSE, said, "We are delighted to welcome BLS, a key international life sciences company, to the south of Scotland."
What does BLS mean?
British Life Sciences, is it that one?
Okay.
Is it?
Mm.
Or Borders
Okay.
Life Sciences?
Right.
What is
Okay, that sounds accurate, so we won't guess now.
Yeah.
it? Cool. So where are we?
With
I lost my place now. Look at BLS will bring further investment in skill jobs, and the latest company to recognise the south of Scotland in a fantastic place to do innovative business. Medical cannabis was legalised in the UK in November of 2018, which has allowed specialist doctors to provide prescriptions to patients which they feel could benefit from the treatment. Products are
Okay.
used to help ease conditions such as chronic pain, epilepsy, fibromyalgia,
Yeah.
multiple sclerosis,
8 out of 10,
inflammation,
Smee. Nice.
and PTSD. Cheers, Macky. I only had to have one bite of that cherry as well. Oh, I'm about to lose that rating though. Jedburgh and District Councillor Scott Hamilton, executive member and for economic growth and development, the borders at SBC said, "Jesus Christ, Scottish." At SBC,
That's what he said, huh?
no, that was me. Sorry.
In quotes. You know?
In quotes.
Allegedly. This is very welcome. This is very welcome inward investment into the borders, which will create a number of jobs initially with scope that to grow. For the perfect example of how thorough
True.
working. Oh, sorry. It's a perfect example.
Them edibles
of
kicking in
how
hard already, Smee.
through working-
Yeah.
All right. It's them ones I had before the show that are kicking in, I think. It's a perfect example of how, through working with local members and our regional partners, we are able to attract businesses and new jobs to the area. This investment will support the borders economy and community into the future.
Beautiful.
The end.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
So can
Wow.
I ask a question
Yeah.
here?
Crazy.
Why do they keep saying borders? Okay, so I know there's a thing with you guys, but why doesn't it just say Scotland? Okay, why do they keep
Yeah.
using borders?
The
And
borders
then-
must
Like
be
a
a company,
region?
right?
Oh,
I don't know. I mean,
But it
I don't
says
know.
the
That's why I'm
Scottish
asking.
Borders Council. So I figured that the borders was the place.
see, and that's why I'm wondering, like, are they meaning all of the borders of Scotland, or is this like an actual place, or what are we talking about? Okay. First,
it's got to
second
be
of
an
all,
area.
Yeah.
okay.
It must be like a constituency or something.
And
wonder
then
where
my
we could
second
find that
question
out.
is, actually, I have another one after that. But my second question um, is medical not legal in Scotland?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I was
think
there's
wondering
a
it's,
about that
follow-up.
too.
it's legal for medical across the whole lot of the UK, as far as
Yeah,
I'm aware.
Okay.
2018.
So that
Okay.
means all of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Plus, like, them small islands, the Isle of Man and things like that, they should also have legal medical, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Okay.
Also,
to
in
answer the-
answer to your first question, the Scottish Borders, known simply as the Borders within Scotland, is one of the country's 32 council areas. So it is a
Nice.
region of Scotland.
Okay. Okay.
The World Wide Web gave us the
Yes,
answers.
that was exactly
Nice.
the same as what I'm reading on my World Wide Web, Margaret.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Hell
Thanks.
yes.
Instead of wondering, let's find out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
So they have all this medical stuff, which is great, but you're fucked if you grow your own medicine.
Yep.
That's-
Right.
We're not
Yeah.
allowed to do it.
No,
Mhm.
no.
Mhm.
It's semi-good news in the fact that it's going to create up to 100 jobs eventually, which I'm
Mhm.
sure in a small Scottish,
Mhm,
town, village, wherever it is, borders, is going to be good.
Yeah.
But as far as
Right.
pushing it on into becoming, something that the whole of the UK can like, not just enjoy medically, but recreationally as well, and eventually grow their own. It don't really.
It's just
It really
crazy, isn't
pushes
it?
anything.
But there are people in the UK that are both in prison for growing cannabis, and
Yeah.
also people who grow cannabis legally for a living.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's crazy, isn't
Yep.
it?
Yeah,
Wow.
one of them has their Christmas dinner in a 4x4 cell. The other one has their Christmas lunch, getting an award at some black
Yep.
tie event.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Crazy, isn't it? But no double tier system here. No, it's more like 4 or
No.
5 tiers to this one.
Mhm.
Get out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yes.
So
Okay.
interesting story. We've got more from the West Korea later on. Which one should we do now? You want to talk about yours, Margaret?
Sure, sure.
Do it.
This one is a little cannabis science for you. Aurora secures EU community plant variety rights for 2 proprietary cannabis varieties.
Wait.
What?
So they're saying, wait, I'm going to listen more. I have questions.
Good. I may or may not have answers based on this
Okay.
article, but European grant advances Aurora's unparalleled leadership in cannabis genetics, enhancing its position as a leading medical cannabis company. The Canadian-based leading global medical cannabis company today announces that it has been granted community plant variety rights by the EU's Community Plant Variety Office. Didn't even know they had that, for 2 of its proprietary cannabis varieties. This achievement further strengthens the company's intellectual property portfolio and reinforces its commitment to innovation in cannabis genetics excellence. I feel so happy about this.
I don't know.
This was a little bit of sarcasm.
You sound a bit of facetious there.
I was, yes.
Calm down with
Bread
these
in-
words. God damn. Oh, yeah.
Bred in Canada through Aurora's advanced breeding and phenotyping programs, the company has been granted plant variety rights to cannabis sativa L varieties named SOT 20R07 known as farm gas and ACB 21T044 known as sourdough.
Wow.
These varieties and their traits are the result of the company's research, expertise, and rigorous scientific standards. Both cultivars are recognized for their strong patient and consumer appeal, including high potency and desirable aromas and bud structure, as well as for their consistency and strong performance traits. Farm gas and sourdough are core products available to medical patients in Germany, Poland, UK, Canada, and Australia.
Anybody notice those M dashes? Just saying.
Yep. Okay. So Canada is now registering strains.
Well, this is a for-profit, private, actually, it's probably a public corporation that is
Mhm.
headquartered in Canada. Yes.
Okay. I mean, are
Yes.
they the first to do this? Because I feel like
I don't know. I've heard about
this was the worry of the whole
I know.
like genetics database thing that was happening.
I heard about this actually. Some company just patented a high THCV cannabis cultivar in the US of A.
Oh,
This is the first I've heard about this in Canada, but they're getting this patent or whatever they're calling it. Where did I see that thing? Their plant variety rights in the EU.
okay.
But I imagine that would extend to Canada. I don't know if they're selling it here in Canada or not, but yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry I
Being-
blew up.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Being granted community plant variety rights in the EU is a direct recognition of the exceptional cannabis genetic work underway at our preeminent Aurora Coast R&D facility that is unmatched in its level of excellence. It's a long sentence. Lana Cully, VP of Innovation and International Operations for Aurora. This protection not only strengthens Aurora's global genetics portfolio, but also ensures that our high-quality differentiated various varieties can consistently reach patients and consumers worldwide for a cost. Aurora remains committed to advancing our unique breeding program and developing genetics that set a new standard in cannabis cultivation.
Yeah, those are long
Bullshit.
sentences. I reckon this lady, she had this Lena Cooley, whatever her name is. She drank a large cup of coffee before giving this interview.
Yes.
Whoa.
Community plant variety rights give Aurora exclusive control over the commercial production and sale of these varieties throughout the European Union's 27 member states for the duration of the protection period. Obtaining these rights in the EU, as well as existing rights in Canada and other territories, enables Aurora to commercialize the company's cultivars globally while protecting investments in science and innovation. Aurora's cultivars are grown in our own network of cultivation sites, as well as grown by partners and licensees around the world. Aurora's robust genetics platform underpins the global medical cannabis leadership and supports the company's ability to develop consistent, reliable, premium products. The production of these varieties enhances Aurora's competitive position in Europe, a fast-moving and highly valuable region to the company. And it's stuff like this why they don't want us to have home grow.
Yep, absolutely.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I have more.
The end.
Yeah, preach.
Okay, that's where we're ending it. Okay.
Yeah. The last is just a bunch of bullshit about the company. or
Yeah.
something.
Okay,
Mhm.
so I don't like this.
No, it's not great.
Like at all from anybody because first of all, what are they basing this registered variety on?
Their genetics.
Yeah, but I know, but what's
Yeah.
how deep does it go, right?
Mhm.
Like because of all time and all the people that have been doing this,
Mhm.
okay? There
I
are
see where
many
you're
people
going
that
with
came
this.
before this
Yep.
that have already probably made this same plant,
Yep.
right? So, but because we made it and we decided this was a good one, we're going to register it. And then what happens if some other company out there decides to breed the same like plants
Mm.
using the same parents, et cetera, down the way?
You get sued,
recreates this.
motherfucker.
Yeah, right. However, I wasn't actually trying to, like, you know what I mean? Saying they had no idea, but for some reason, on Seed Finder, it comes up and it shows the lineage of somebody else's grow that is the exact same lineage as theirs. Now what?
They
You know what I
tweak it a
mean?
little bit, they tweak it a tiny bit, and they're like, hey, look, we made a new genetics, even though all the genetics from which they were pulling came from some other people.
Yeah.
Right.
It reminds me
Right.
of like, remember when like, I
Poland
think
chocolate.
they still do it, like Monsanto, that you would hear about like the whole seed thing where the farmers had to buy seeds, but then if something got
Right.
accidentally blown into a farmer's field from some other farmer's field and it turned out to be Monsanto genetics, that farmer would get
Yeah.
they would get sued.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's like the same kind of shit.
Just madness.
Kind of bullshit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're like patenting plants, which is
Right.
pretty problematic. It's problematic in
I-
farming too. Like Monsanto's
don't-
fucking they're fuckers, but
I don't like it.
No, I don't
no,
like
it's
it
not
either.
great.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
what's to
buying
stop
any of
all
it
the
anyway.
companies from just being like, well, you know,
Right.
we just changed something and now all cannabis cultivars are no longer like
Right.
they're
Or
all
for somebody
under
coming
some
along,
kinda- yeah.
somebody coming along and making, I don't care what it is. Let's say Blue Dream. Somebody goes and recreates Blue Dream,
Mhm.
names it Blue Dream under their business, and says,
Mhm.
nope, you know what? We're registering and patenting it now. Nobody else can make it, etc.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Horrendous.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah.
I don't like it at all.
Because at the same time, if they have put all the work in to try and make a specific strain, you know, and they have
Mhm.
cuttings of it and shit, maybe they deserve recognition. You know, breeders work hard sometimes to
Yeah.
create a specific cultivar, and they deserve the recognition for it. Maybe that's what these guys are doing. But at the same
But
time,
it's like a giant company that's coming in and
Yeah.
swooping in the last
Mhm.
8 years of, you know, legalization in Canada
Yeah.
off the backs of all the people who came before and went to jail for this shit.
yeah, for over the last 50
And then
years.
they're like monetizing it, commercializing it.
Right.
Yeah, just not very. It doesn't seem very fair, does it?
That upsets me a little bit.
Yeah.
But
This is why we
congratulations, Aurora.
Yeah.
Protect home grow at all costs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
That's
yeah,
right.
I wonder if we can get some seeds.
You can buy them, I'm sure. Maybe. I don't know.
And then I wonder, are they going to make these triploids or whatever that's called, where they're not supposed to be able
Yeah.
to breed them? You know what I mean?
Mm,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah. You probably won't be able to buy seeds either, actually. That would be crazy.
Wow.
They would never sell the seeds on the
Right.
any market. Because you could
Mhm.
just grow it yourself and then
Yeah,
Yep.
need somebody who works at the facility to take a sly cut in. That's what we need.
Mhm.
yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Then we could salve
Cannabis
it and make some
piracy.
seeds. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. You stole it from us in the first place, you fuckers.
It's very transgressive. I
saying.
like it.
Mm.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
Anyway, let's talk. We got this this news here about edibles. Anybody know anything about edibles?
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Margaret, heard you're a fan.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, and Smee, you still awake? Still awake,
Yeah.
yeah. Smee?
Allegedly.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
I know I can
this
eat a
one,
few of them.
the title starts with high on, and they don't say homegrown, which was just a little bit
No.
disappointing when I read the title there. It says high on mustard?
close.
Question mark. Cannabis industry teams up with chefs in push to stand out. U.S. legal cannabis industry seeks new ways to incorporate weed into meals after a tough year for business in 2025. What do they mean a tough year for business?
I don't even know.
You know,
For weed business or just business in general?
yeah, I mean, I think every business suffered in 2025. It's just this
Yeah.
slow march we have towards this big recession that's going to happen, allegedly. Allegedly.
The restaurant
Yeah.
business is tough too, so if it was
Yeah.
hard to, you know, restaurant
Right.
businesses were always margins are already thin and with rising food
Yeah.
costs, that's a double whammy.
If you
Mhm.
go to a
And just
restaurant midweek, it's pretty much empty these days.
yeah, that's why I'll go midweek.
Same.
But yeah, it's like they could do. They could definitely attract a whole load of customers if they started to involve cannabis into their foods, like a whole cannabis line.
Apparently.
Steak with infused peppercorn sauce. Yeah.
Maybe your wife should start this job.
You should be arrested and thrown in prison for years. Because, you know,
Well, not here.
we're in West Korea.
Not there, I mean.
You know? That's the problem. One day,
Mhm.
that would be fun. But still
All right.
living in this ridiculous airstrip
Ah.
one shithole. Sorry, it's not a shithole. I fucking love this country. It's just run by a bunch of fucking clowns. Anyway,
Yep,
let's
agreed.
not get me started on that.
Early in the show yet.
Yes, not yet. Wait for the smoke break. Okay,
Yep.
so we got food and stoner culture have always gone together. But these days, chefs and cannabis professionals are working together to find thoughtful new ways to incorporate weed into meals. For National Hot Pastrami Day on the 14th of January, why does every day need to have some kind of national meaning to it?
It doesn't.
Have you noticed that
Christ's
nowadays?
sakes.
You don't just
Yes.
have it's just January the 23rd. That's all. That's all. No, it's National fucking Bottle Top Day. What the fuck are you just random
Hey, if
shit?
you're a pastrami person, then you're looking forward to the 14th of January.
But they
mean-
don't even know. That's the thing. It's not like they advertise, It's National Shoes Day. Oh, I didn't even know I should have worn shoes today. What the fuck? Weird,
Oh,
man. I'm
shit.
just saying. Yeah, so for National Hot Pastrami Day on the 14th of January, a celebrated Jewish deli in Chicago teamed up with a local Illinois dispensary to give customers free FRE, not three, free pastrami sandwiches garnished with cannabis-infused mustard. Yeah, that must be nice as well.
I bet that
would
was
be
delicious.
nice.
Not a
Yeah,
That sounds
I'd like
pretty
to
nice.
try that. Yeah.
High on rye.
I like mustard. You get mustard on that beef, man. And sometimes you spread it on a bit too thick. You take a bite. You're like, whoa, fuck.
Yeah,
You
but
ever
we
tried
can't be doing that
wasabi?
with your wife cooking though.
No.
Oh
Everybody be
yeah, for
mashed.
sure. I'm so scared now. Anything she makes me a drink, I'm like, is it infused?
That's not what you should be serving the public.
That's
Right.
right.
For sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
my
I
goodness.
love man. Now I want fucking beef and mustard.
Mhm.
Have you all tried wasabi before?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's just it's that crazy spicy that just hits your like sinuses.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
your nostrils like
Like
on fire.
whoa.
Only
like
on
your
sushi.
nose
That's
hairs
the
are like burning.
only way I eat it.
Nah.
Yeah, me too.
You weak. Wasabi goes on everything. Wasabi goes on wasabi. You know what I'm
You
saying?
doing wasabi on wasabi?
Yeah, I'd eat that.
Whoa. That sounds
Wow.
a bit racist.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, the High on Rye is what they've put in quotation marks. The High on Rye event was held in the parking lot of Ivy Hall Dispensary, Logan Square location. Customers lined up for a free pastrami sandwich with Steingold's Deli, complete with an intoxicating brown mustard. Asked if the mustard was a one-time gimmick or the beginning of something bigger, Aaron Steingold, the deli's founder, and Johnny Boucher, Ivy Hall's director of marketing, said they weren't sure, but they were having a good time. I bet their
bet
eyes
they
were all
were.
puffed up when they said that. No, man, but I'm having a good time.
I'm not sure
But-
where I am, but I'm
Infused
having a good
mustard?
time.
Yeah, man. I'd give that a
Yeah,
shot.
do it, lady.
A year ago, we did the world's largest infused pizza with Paulie G's, said Butcher. So yeah, that would have been interesting. Since then, he has been looking for new ways to test the waters and figure out what kinds of infused foods might get people excited about. And Margaret, you've brought up many times, it's not like you want to infuse the food, infuse the sauces. I think they did the
Yeah.
correct thing here by infusing the
Mhm.
mustard,
Yeah.
because then put it
You
on
can
the
have less
food
or
if you want.
more, depending on how
That's
mashed up
exactly
you want to get. If it's like if it was your wife making it, you'd have like a drop.
Yeah.
And then,
But this is the thing, because she always says, "Oh, there's only a little bit on it, just a little bit."
this is
Fucking
why I don't
That's a
consume
bit.
edibles from people who are like, "There's just a bit, just have a little bit."
It's just
never ends
they're
well.
trigger words. If they say there's
Yes.
only a little bit, be
Yeah.
cautious.
Be very, very
Yeah.
cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
But if a recipe calls for say 60 grams of butter,
use
you
half
put
infused
60
butter and
grams of
half
butter?
normal butter in. That's what
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
does.
you can
see.
always you can always swap out regular stuff.
30,
that's
30.
where I
Yeah.
go wrong as well. Then
Yeah.
I just want
And
60 in.
This is
Yeah.
what I said to her when she made these flapjacks the other day and mashed up. They were all fucking mashed. I didn't have any because I got PTSD. I'm taking a break. I wanted to see how they were affected. But she's
Right.
made this. I'm like, what you should do is just use half the butter, but this time she had the professional book. She's got a professional edibles book, so she wasn't just guessing. So it's like, oh no, it'll be fine. Look, this is what the recipe in the book said, and they wouldn't say make it too strong, would they? I'm like, okay, roll with it. Yes, too strong, too strong. Driving people home and they're falling asleep, dribbling on the back seat. What the fuck?
Yeah.
See now, I feel like it should have been the syrup.
I was
Or
thinking
the
I
butter.
would use the syrup
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
that you put on top, and then
Yeah.
if you know how
Yeah.
strong the syrup is, then you just adjust accordingly.
Mhm.
And this is it. This is it. They're saying use this amount of butter in your recipe, but they're assuming that they know the strength of your butter.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you are just normal, and any regular normal person would just use 7 to 14 grams of cannabis in their butter, but if you're a lunatic like me, you use 2.5 ounces.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's,
And
you know,
infuse
like-
it twice to make sure you get as much as
and yeah, and
possible.
infuse it
Yeah.
twice so you get it done.
That's
And
what I'm saying.
Completely John's fault, but we
Yep.
digress.
Sorry.
Anyway,
No,
yes.
don't be sorry.
Yeah.
No, don't be sorry.
Yeah, Jesus. This is your fault, John. It's all stems from you.
Right?
Damn it. Legend.
Anyway, so this guy said we have food scientists that works with us in how we could properly infuse things and then bring it to potentially market, Bucci said. 2025 was a tough year for the state legal cannabis industry. Investor interest has been falling. Dispensaries are having to cut their prices due to oversupply, and delaying federal reforms mean that the industry is stuck in a limbo where they are highly taxed but can't easily access banking or loans. So it makes sense that businesses are looking for new ways to stand out and draw attention. Butcher sees it all as a fun experiment. When he first approached Steingold, he was excited about collaborating on a bagel, given that Steingold is most known for them. But bagels introduce infusions challenges because they need to be boiled at high temperatures, which can deactivate cannabis. When they learned that National Hot Pastrami Day existed, they probably found out on the fucking 13th. Butcher and Steingold decided the answer was mustard, naturally. Brand mustard is definitely, this is in, sorry, John, yeah?
What do we mean we're boiling bagels? What are we talking about?
I
Yeah,
guess
that's
how
weird,
you
isn't it?
make them. I don't know. I don't know anything about making bagels, but I'm
No,
sure
I
they
I thought
do.
you baked them, but whatever. But again, this goes back to the whole if that was a problem, put it in the spread. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what they're coming to.
Freenog says that's how you make bagels. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that
guess.
either.
Yeah, you boil them
Yeah.
first. Well, Freenog knows because he's like a chef. Just like a pretzel, you boil pretzels as well? Just list us a list of foods there that are boiled and we wouldn't expect
I
them to
didn't
be
know that
that way.
either.
You boil the bread first?
They're not doing that in like commercial ways and shit, are they?
Yeah, but this is a
Because then
deli
they
that
get baked. Maybe you have to
specializes in
maybe you have to
bagels.
boil them first and then you bake them.
I think that's what
You know what I
Phoenix was saying.
Okay,
the
I'm not
chat.
even looking at that.
Yeah,
Weird.
Confused.
you boil them first.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
10-4.
Let's go back to this.
Good buddy.
Brown mustard is definitely the traditional thing to serve with pastrami, allegedly, Steingold said. The cannabis doesn't really affect the flavor too much, so you're really just getting like a classic brown mustard flavor, which is perfect for the meat. Yes. I like the sound of that. We wanted to keep as true to the sandwich as possible, Butcher said. When they're talking about gummies or infused gourmet meals, most chefs try to keep the flavor of cannabis itself low profile. James Loud, a cannabis breeder and former Bay Area chef who has worked with well-known restaurants like Chez Panisse. That was correct, I think.
I mean, that sounds about right, but I would have said Chez Panisse.
It's definitely not
Margaret-
cheese.
It's Chez, right? Chez
It's
Panisse.
Shay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure about the panisse, but it might.
I feel like there
don't
should
know.
be like a tilde above the E or something.
Yeah. I'm just going to go standard
tilde?
high and
It'll be a
homegrown.
penne.
an
yeah.
accent aigu.
We should
Yeah.
just call it Chez Panisse. All right?
Right.
Panisse.
That's what I'm
Has-
talking about.
That's how it's spelled. That's how I'm saying it. Chez Panisse has a different philosophy referring to emphasize the flavor of cannabis. When Butcher and Steingold were discussing what foods infusions they might try, they half-jokingly brought up caviar. But Loud has already included caviar in one of his infused Loud omakase. What the? Omakase experiences.
I don't know.
That we don't know what that is because we're ordinary people who don't
Right, we
consume
don't-
we
caviar,
don't eat
and we
caviar.
don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck that word is. Like what?
No, nobody
right.
knows.
Anyway, during the last such dinner in Vegas, Loud said he rented the Phyllis McGuire mansion and we had a big party. I'm starting to like this guy less and less. It's not like we had a good
So-
friendship at the start of this, but now I'm kind of
I
resenting
will
him with.
say, omakase is a Japanese word meaning "I'll leave it up to you."
Okay,
There you go.
Okay.
So, I don't know what that means
so
in terms
maybe
of
you
this
just pick
dinner
which
party,
food you want.
but
Maybe.
Yeah.
The cannabis
buffet.
fueled loud omakase experience is, and I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah,
yeah.
Crazy.
yeah. So one of the stars of the party was caviar, as this is what Loud said. Before eating the caviar, guests walked into a mist of atomized terpenes, so you get this overall sensory experience that much more in depth than just the caviar or the terpenes, he said. Rather than infuse food with cannabis, Loud prefers his guests smoke particular strains before they eat their food. He chooses the cannabis pairings carefully based on their flavor and effect, which he said was in line with the curated tradition of omakase. Omakase. Is that more correct? I think that's more correct. Look at that.
Yeah.
That was fucking
Omakase.
perfect. That was omakase. A Japanese style of dining where the chef selects each dish and diners are usually given one bite at a time. What the fuck?
Oh.
Isn't that how we eat food? One bite at a time? What?
Well, it might be
Anyway.
like, have you seen that? What's that Japanese movie about the sushi chef? The guy who dreams of sushi.
Human
I
centipede?
don't know.
No,
Oh.
no.
Oh.
But he has this like little
Godzilla?
Japanese like restaurant in Japan, and you get like
Jaws?
no, you get like a piece of sushi. Like each course is just a single piece of sushi.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
I think that's how it is at most like actual sushi places. That's kind of what they do when you sit down like that.
Jiro dreams of sushi. That's what it is.
Well, if that's all
Well,
they eat,
what
then
I
it's
find
just
funny so
small.
far, I mean, there's still more of this article to get to, so we're going to rush through it in just a little bit. But what gets me is at the start of this article, there was like, oh, business has been so bad. 2025 has been a terrible year. But my fucking hiring a mansion and having a caviar party with atomized fucking terpenes don't
Oh, yeah,
sound
just
like you're fucking
Don't make a
broke, mate.
mistake.
You know?
It's,
No,
it's
right.
been a tough year for like us regular folk.
Oh,
but-
right. Yeah.
Well, and I
Rich,
believe
you know.
I believe that this
It's been
guy
alright.
isn't the one who put this on though.
He
The
was
mansion.
involved. No poor people
was
are involved in this. Yeah, he was there. He's aware of it. All right, just saying.
Oh goodness.
Just saying.
Okay.
Anyway, infusions are tricky, Loud noted, because when you try to remove the cannabis flavor, you are also getting rid of the full spectrum experience. And typically, there's just infusing distillate or isolate, which, though flavorless, has also offer a flatter high because they lack the entourage effect, which is true, I suppose.
I concur.
Yeah, when the terpenes ain't there, you don't get the whole effect, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Loud
distillate's
also
different.
Yeah, Loud also pointed out that it's unpredictable how long it will take for infused food to have a psychoactive effect. And he said, I want people to feel the effects right now, he said. Butcher dreams of people being able to buy packets of cannabis-infused mustard and put them on hot dogs in Wrigley Field. While
Fuck
Loud
yes.
likes the idea, he said, you'd want to eat in the parking lot if you're tailgating. Otherwise, the weed might not actually hit until the fourth or fifth inning. Very
That's
true.
is
While
true.
Loud is passionate about finding the ideal way to pair cannabis with food, he said that anyone trying to make a sustainable business out of it will face an uphill battle. And I'm just thinking here, cannabis drinks, right? Because you have these cannabis drinks, Margaret, not this month, because it's dry January. But do they kick in quicker than edibles do?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Mm.
That's why I like taking them out when I go out socially because they'll kick in like 15 to 20 minutes.
And is it the
And
same
then-
thing, like if you have alcohol on an empty stomach, you're going to get drunk real fast? Is that the same thing with
Yeah.
the cannabis drinks as well?
But sort of, it gets because when you're they have like these nano emulsions and then it gets absorbed like in the blood vessels under your tongue. So it just hits you faster. And then they also
Okay.
don't last as long. So they'll be more like a couple of hours instead of 4 to 6 hours.
Right,
So I can like
Because-
have one and then I can drive home later.
Right.
right. yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah, so-
gas. It's the gas as well inside. It's like when you have.
Mm.
I know you don't like this, Macky, but when you put Coca-Cola with whiskey. It hits you quicker because of the bubbles in the
The
in the Coke.
carbonation.
The
Right.
carbonation. That's the one.
Yep.
Jeez.
And maybe it's the same with cannabis. Maybe with cannabis, you get
Mm,
it hits you quicker
Mhm.
because of the carbonation. Mm.
yeah.
Although
we
a
just
lot of them
finish
are
this off?
carbonated.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Right, so we got while Loud is passionate about finding the ideal way to pair cannabis with food, he said that anyone trying to make a substantial business of it will face an uphill battle. Restaurants run on 5% to 7% profit. Think how much money you have to make to earn a decent living as an owner. What's a decent living to you, Mr. Caviar Man? To
Right.
make that work with cannabis, there would be a whole added layer of needed expertise and regulations to comply with it. My lawyer is constantly telling me, yeah, you can't do that. Find a new lawyer, bro. You don't need that kind of
Excuse me.
negativity in your life.
Why is he saying he can't do that? You're already doing something else. You're just adding this. This is what are we talking
He
about?
does have the point, though, that you have the additional regulation of cannabis on top of your food
Mhm.
regulations. Like,
Yeah,
you suddenly
true.
become a double regulated industry
Yeah.
Mhm.
when you do that. And I don't know. And a lot of places, like, we don't even have that up in Canada.
Right.
Hmm.
When he's talking about like packets of cannabis infused mustard, I don't want to buy a packet. I want to buy a fucking bottle of mustard. So,
Yeah,
you
very
know,
true. You don't just want it for one hot dog, do you? You might want a hot dog tomorrow.
well, they
Jesus
do
Christ.
have
Now
some
I
of
gotta make
those. Like,
some.
you can get like at the dispensaries here, you can get like a little. They had like a little bottle of hot sauce. It was a mini one, but it was like a
Oh.
10. The whole little thing was like 10 milligrams because that's as much as
Oh.
can be in a package.
You said nothing.
So
The whole thing, 10 milligrams. Ugh. You're
yeah,
not going to use all of that on one hot dog, are you?
probably not. I don't know.
Probably
It
not.
depends on the person.
Well,
Some people might be like 10 milligrams isn't enough.
Mm.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so things are moving forward with cannabis and food slowly for the right people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I like the idea of
That's right.
infusing mustard. That's cool. And just infuse
Yeah,
in any
condiments.
sauces. Yeah, that's the way
Condiments
to
is
do
a
it.
great
man.
thing to
definitely.
infuse.
I'm not into the getting sprayed with terpenes and smoking it before I'm eating it because
Mm.
that's just like, well, my food's gonna taste better because I'm got the munchies and I'm battered.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you know, it kind of eliminates the food aspect for me. I think making you know, going from somebody that's had to get used to the taste of FICO because it's a struggle to get rid of it when you use as much as I do.
Mm.
I think finding something
Yeah.
like mustard and maybe horseradish, some of the stronger types of
Mhm.
sauces. I think that's maybe some that I'm gonna go and try
Nice.
after the podcast today because that is definitely you know, and I love pastrami sandwiches too. And I thought that was cheese, not mustard, when I first saw that. So I want to do cheese, mustard,
So
and pastrami. Thank you.
I'm
Cheese.
kind of surprised that there isn't more of this going on at this point, right? Because you guys know the guy who does the podcast Weed History Month or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Mm.
We did.
Great
So, like-
moments in great moments in weed history.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
So he did like all of this already, like years ago,
Mm.
with food and cannabis. And then there was even like a show, like a competition show,
Mhm.
Yes, there was.
you know? So like
It
I'm
was on
kind of
Netflix.
surprised that as much as edibles are kicking in and people are using cannabis in different ways like this, that this hasn't kind of taken a forefront in some places. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And it just really hasn't. And it's been years that people have been talking about this.
Maybe it's because, like for me, I've been wanting to do edibles for years, John, but it wasn't until like technology brought machines out that couldn't help me along that path that I
Right.
got into them. And
Right,
when
but
I
Like, it's
I'm
watch
just
just the
saying, like,
when I
legality.
watch these programs with the
it could
edibles you was
be.
talking about,
Yeah.
it's all infusions that they use. It's tincture this, tincture that, and because I watched it wanting to start my edibles journey back then, and when I saw it, I'm like, well, how do you make the tinctures? You
Yeah.
know, and
Mhm.
especially in West Korea, how do you make the
Mhm.
tinctures? So
Yeah.
I hit a brick wall there. Maybe now that people like myself can make tinctures with machines easily, maybe that might start opening up more aspects to this sort of stuff. I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think a lot of it is just the legality, John. A lot of places
Yeah.
you can't
Oh,
just
yeah.
like be like, I'm gonna stick a bunch of weed in your mustard and then
Yeah.
serve a sandwich. You just can't
Right.
do it legally.
Mhm.
Right.
That's why you see a lot of those
Okay.
infused dinners, but then they're all private
Yeah.
Right.
a lot of
Mhm.
See,
times
and
'cause
that's
they have
how
to
he did
sell.
it
And-
in the beginning.
Yeah.
Was that
And
you
this
know?
this is
A
another
lot of
thing as
places
well.
still do that.
When you do something like this, generally does have to be private because my wife, she has got a cake shop. She does wedding cakes and stuff like that. And when CBD first became legal here, she looked at doing CBD cupcakes and stuff. And the legalities for her to do that was
Mhm.
so
Especially in West Korea.
horrendous.
Fucking
Right.
Yeah. It just wasn't feasible for her to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just wasn't.
Well, I've
You
looked
know?
at people have asked me a lot, like, have you ever thought about selling edibles or whatever? But like in the legal market here, I mean, you have to be a production facility and have the money
Yeah.
to set up a production facility, which I don't
Yeah.
have that kind of money. So you're
Yeah.
otherwise you can just sell them like illegally, but then, you know,
Yeah.
there's
Right.
risks with that too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucked
It's
up,
not
innit?
selling, it's
Mhm.
donating.
Yeah, donated
Yeah.
and you get a donation back.
you know?
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, we should move
Yeah.
on to the next one because we've still got a couple
Okay.
more articles to get through here before we
fine.
finish up. We're going to talk about your one, John. This
Are we?
new partisan congressional bill.
Again, this is going to be going on a lot, and probably every week we're going to be talking about this. But so yeah, they're telling us new bipartisan congressional bill would regulate hemp products in contrast to ban Trump signed, which was back in November, as we all know. So the bipartisan congressional lawmakers have filed a new bill to regulate consumable hemp products, offering a potential alternative to the outright THC ban that was included in a spending bill President Donald Trump signed late last year. I really wish they'd stop using the trigger words, man.
You know what I mean?
Um,
And the thing is as well, it's not like I'm a huge fan of Trump, but they just taking things out of context there. He signed the
Yeah.
spending bill, so Trump made it illegal. It's like, no, they slipped that shit in there, and it had to be signed with this as part of it. He didn't specifically sign, ban the weed bill, like they try and
Right.
make it sound. That's
And
not what happened.
to be fair, everybody, as an American, even if Obama or Biden would have done this same exact thing, I would be saying it the same way.
Mhm.
We don't need to put their names in there because it wasn't a choice that they specifically made. You know what I mean? So, but now we have to deal with it, and they're going to tell us that that's why it happened. However, let's find out a little bit more. Back to it then. So, House Energy and Commerce Subcommittee on Health Chairman Morgan Griffith from Virginia and Rep. Mark Veazey from Texas introduced the Hemp Enforcement Modernization and Protection Act. So, nice play on words there, Hemp Act, on Thursday as the future of the market sits in limbo. The proposal would affirmatively allow the sale of consumable hemp products to adults 21 and older, and that includes edibles, beverages, and inhalable items. Certain provisions have been amended since the GOP sponsor first circulated a discussion draft of the legislation in August. Despite raising repeated concerns about the ongoing confusion regarding the safety, consumption, and sale of CBD containing products until a discussion draft of this bill was circulated, I believe we have yet to see the meaningful progress at the federal level, Griffith said. I am proud to lead the effort in the House along with Representative Veazey to present a path forward for the federal regulation of CBD products, he said. After discussions with stakeholders, federal officials, and other relevant authorities, I believe the Hemp Act is a positive step forward to deliver federal clarity to the American hemp landscape, protecting consumers and providing a stable marketplace for legitimate producers. I look forward to working with my colleagues, the Trump administration, and the Food and Drug Administration to perfect this bill, the congressman said. So here's something about all of that bothers me is that they're using CBD as the words here,
Mhm.
when in reality it's the THC side of it that is the ban, right? Am I wrong in saying that? Am I thinking of it wrong?
Say that again. Sorry.
Okay, so
No, you're
like
right, it was just
that
the THC that was
whole
getting banned, right?
the beginning of the statements from this person was kept using the word CBD and CBD products. Okay,
Right.
so I understand that they're actually meaning it's the THC that is produced from the CBD processes, CBD product processes, right? That is the ban. But if somebody just reads this, it makes it sound like they're just talking about CBD out of this guy's mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, maybe I'm the only one that's seen it that way. I don't know. That's why I was asking. So anyway, if the
Yeah.
legislation is
So anyway.
enacted, there would be various regulatory restrictions for the market. For example, packaging couldn't appeal to youth and would need to be tamper-proof. It would also need to list all cannabinoids present and include QR code linking to a certificate of analysis.
Jesus.
I swear to God, most states do this already.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing, man.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
not the
know.
QR code to the certificate, but there are a lot of them that have that. You know, not
Yeah.
the stuff you
Yeah.
not the stuff you buy in the gas station per se, but you know, and maybe
Yeah.
that's what they're more talking about. So hemp product makers would be prohibited from adding substances like alcohol, caffeine, tobacco, nicotine, melatonin, or others with effects that could interact with cannabinoids or enhance or alter their effects. I didn't know that was a thing. There would also be manufacturing and testing requirements, and hemp businesses would need to register their facilities. What? Already doing that. Additionally, there are provisions mandating the establishment of a total cannabinoid cap on hemp products. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services would be charged with proposing cannabinoid limits within 60 days of enactment. Here we go. If those rules aren't implemented within 3 years of enactment, these default thresholds would be set. Oral hemp products with non-intoxicating cannabinoids up to 10 milligrams per serving and 50 milligrams per package. Inhalable products up to 100 milligrams per serving and 500 milligrams per package. Topical products up to 100 milligrams servings and 500 milligram package. Intoxicating cannabinoid products, items containing THC, up to 5 milligrams serving and 30 milligrams per package. I feel like all of this is pretty much what's happening now in most places.
Yeah, is this a new article or did you? How
I
far?
don't know.
When
This
was
is a new
dated?
article. Yeah. Like
You know, like
yesterday
2 years ago.
or today. But like topical products, like 100 milligrams per serving, 500. What are we talking
Yeah.
about there?
It doesn't
We're
even
not
get you
serving it,
high.
you know.
Yeah. What's a
And
They're
serving of a
offering a
topical?
solution that's already in
Mhm.
place, basically. They're saying, look,
Right.
you know. But I do
And
get what you were saying about the CBD thing, John. It just
right.
going on about the THC that's inside the CBD, but they keep labeling it CBD, CBD, CBD throughout the whole thing.
Right. I mean,
Putting
of
people off
of those
safety.
4 defaults right there, only one pertains to THC. The other 3 were already, you know, they're just CBD and cannabinoids, stuff that is not intoxicating. So it doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways, get fired up, everybody. I'm sorry.
Yeah, calm down,
that
John.
fi-
Fuck.
my bad, everybody. So that final THC limit on intoxicating cannabinoid products was significantly increased compared to the earlier discussion draft, but some stakeholders say the per package restriction is still too small, even if they support the thrust of the revised legislation. Another change in the latest version would give FDA the authority to mandate cannabinoid product recalls. It would further establish Cannabinoid Hemp Products Advisory Committee to provide recommendations on THC thresholds. Jonathan Miller, general counsel at the U.S. Hemp Roundtable, told Marijuana Moment that the organization is deeply grateful to Griffith for his introduction of critical legislation to robustly regulate hemp products. We have been very impressed with the congressman's continuing willingness to listen to the input of hemp farmers and businesses and his openness to the need for substantive improvements to the bill before it is formally considered, he said. While this first step is very important, there is much work yet to be done before final passage. Under the proposal, HHS would also be tasked with creating and maintaining a list of known cannabinoids, which would have to be published within 1 year of enactment. The measure would also amend the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act to create a new chapter for cannabinoid hemp products, and a new cannabinoid hemp product advisory committee would be
Jesus.
established. So, restrictions, regulations, committees, a bunch of
Bureaucracy.
wasted money. Holy.
Mhm.
So over the past 6 months, American farmers, veterans, consumers, and the broader domestic supply chain have been put at risk, not by science, but by misguided rhetoric, fear-based narratives, and competing interests that fail to serve the public good. Edibles.com exclusive vice president Thomas Winstanley said in a press release, this legislation marks a meaningful course correction. At a time when consensus in Washington is rare, the bipartisan support behind this effort speaks volumes, he said. It reflects both the importance of these products to millions of Americans and shared recognition that smart, balanced regulation can protect public health while strengthening domestic agriculture and economic opportunity. Meanwhile, alcohol retailers recently came together to encourage Congress to delay the enactment of the law Trump signed to federally recriminalize hemp-derived THC beverages and other products. Who'd have thought that one? You know what I mean?
Was that on the bingo card?
Yeah, that was not on the bingo card.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. The coalition is calling on lawmakers to pass recently introduced legislation, the Hemp Planting Predictability Act, that would give the hemp industry 2 more years before a federal ban on THC products would take effect, which stakeholders hope will better position them to negotiate a broader regulatory compromise. House Oversight and Government Reform Committee Chairman James Comer, who is co-sponsoring the proposal, appeared at a press conference last week alongside farmers who are concerned about their looming federal hemp bans, or the looming federal hemp bans impact on their businesses. For what it's worth, 4 in 5 cannabis consumers say they oppose the recriminalization of hemp THC products under the spending bill Trump signed in November. However, it should be noted that the poll was conducted weeks before he issued a cannabis rescheduling order and took steps to protect access to full spectrum CBD. Trump signed an executive order last month directing the Attorney General to complete a process of moving cannabis from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 of the Controlled Substances Act. And part of that announcement also holds implications for the forthcoming hemp law. The president's order also urges Congress to examine updating the definition of hemp to ensure that full spectrum CBD is accessible to patients. A further redefinition of hemp would be part of a novel proposal to allow Medicare recipients to access non-intoxicating CBD that would be covered under the federal health care plan. To effectuate that, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services will be announcing a model that will allow a number of CMS beneficiaries to benefit from receiving CBD under doctor recommendation at no cost. A White House official said during a briefing that Marijuana Moment first reported leaked details from ahead of the signing event. I want to read. I mean,
It's
I
long,
feel
this
like the
article
rest.
is.
Well,
It's going on and on.
the rest of it is kind of a repeat from one I read, I think, last week.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's just talking more about what has already been happening, I guess you could say. So yeah, so it's many bills are going to come about. Everybody's going to be talking about it. We got to fix it, is what's got to happen, and we'll see what happens in April with the executive order to
Yep.
push it through. You know, kind of is where we're at. I mean,
Yeah, man.
all of it sucks. What happened in November for this period?
Mhm,
You
mhm.
know, it was kind of a setback. So yeah.
And just a quick shout out to Cornerstone
Yeah.
there. They did say in the chat, oh, Macky's not a huge fan of Trump. And it's like, I'm not a huge fan of Trump. I think he's a bit of a buffoon, to be honest. But because I
Yeah.
don't think that yeah, no, you know what I mean. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, as we like to say. But
I keep hearing him called Dementia Dawn lately. I don't know.
yeah, but nobody mentioned dementia Biden. I won't go into a whole political discussion, but it's
Oh,
quite
no,
clear.
there's no doubt
There's a
that
media
Biden was
narrative where
a
orange man
geriatric.
bad. Yeah,
Geriatric.
Yeah.
By the end, yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
That's right. It's just because I don't think he's the devil like the media want us to think that he is. And if you don't think Trump is the devil, then you think he's the best. There's no middle ground. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, well.
That's
let's
what they
not bring
say.
up- Let's not
Yeah.
bring up the Epstein files, because that.
Should we do it? Should we bring up the Epstein files? Huh?
Hey,
And the fact that
Hey.
he's
Because the left is
allegedly
bringing
in
up
it?
left, right, and
But
centre
if there
for
was
that one.
anything incriminating against Trump in
Everybody's
those
in it,
Epstein
that's the
files,
problem.
Biden would have
Uh-huh.
released them over the 4 years he was in power.
That's
But
cool,
they
'cause Biden
wasn't.
and some of his buddies are in it. That's
Yeah.
why.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That is
Absolutely.
That's the
That's
problem
why
with
they
the whole thing.
redacted everything.
Wait,
Of
let's
course
leave
they
this
did.
for the smoke break.
Yeah, go on. This is for the smoke break. What you, Margaret, this is your fault.
Margaret.
You're out of control.
Margaret over here just pushing buttons and stuff. Oh my god.
Too
I mean,
easy.
triggering. Gosh, Margaret. Gosh.
I'm gonna start having to pick my articles better.
Yeah. Just check for the T word first. You know, Control F, Trump. No. You know. Anyway, yeah, we'll
right.
skip the last one because we've already gone a little bit long then because there was one more which we could have covered, but it was just about shitty Relief and some helpline they have up and running for people who use cannabis for medicine if you only use their prescriptions. So you know,
Oh.
yeah. It's not for everybody,
Or...
just their customers. So you know, fuck them.
Brought to us by the London Stock Exchange website as well. So you
Yeah,
know, they're going to go
yeah.
public with this shit. I think, so.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
On the
But I
surface,
don't think there's
looks
any-
Good.
sorry,
Scratch
Smee.
that surface. So on the surface, looks really good. Scratch that surface, start to smell the funk. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy, man. It's the shit that's going on in West Korea right now. I don't know. It just makes me concerned. Maybe cannabis will never be legalized here. They've got full control of it and making enough money of it without involving anybody else. And they might as well just leave it as it is.
Yeah.
You know, they're
That's right.
winning.
Mhm.
We just don't get anything from it. What can you do? But anyway,
There's
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Any forum news this week? I don't think so.
don't
Plant of the month will
think
be the plant of the
so.
month vote will be opened up tomorrow. So make sure you get over there and vote. Anything else?
Patreon session Friday.
Patreon session is on
Friday.
Friday. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scheduling time for this. God damn it! This time.
Yeah.
For the
It's gonna be-
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have
I might
to.
be able to
I
make
missed,
it too.
I
That's
missed the
good,
last
Margaret,
two,
because
and
we
it
need to
pisses
discuss
me off.
those Epstein files.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Okay.
It's always good in the Patreon sessions. We do go on some random tangents over there. But good
We
fun.
do.
Good fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to add. Other than, you know, just again, get well soon, Billy. We hope to see you back as soon as
Yeah.
possible, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And be careful with edibles. Yeah.
Right.
Anything else? I think that's it. Should we go smoke break?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Yeah, let's
news
do it,
on
Lucky.
bite knee side of thing, Margaret?
Not really, no.
Okay.
You
Smoke
were
break,
entering
Margaret.
the last week.
I'm trying to
of
book
your,
some interviews. What's that?
Are you not entering the last week of your dry January?
Oh, I am. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm counting down the days. Believe
No.
me.
But that's not news. I don't want to talk about it, you know?
No. No. No.
Nice. Right, here we go.
That's right.
Smoke break.
Do it.
See, let's chat some shit for a little bit. There you go.
Listen, first, can we just admire the chit doll for a second? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chit. That
Yeah.
little Chit doll is spectacular, and he's
He's
in trim
helping
jail.
me trimming. You know what I
He's in
mean?
trim jail. It's so
Like-
cute. I love it.
He'll
Yes.
help with anything.
Yeah.
Shout out to Viking in the chat there. Shout out. Viking is getting up early to join us for the
Viking.
show.
Oh wow, that's
Nice.
impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
no
going to be like
cookie
4
today,
o'clock in the
apparently.
morning for him or something. That's ridiculous.
That
Cookie's
is
sleeping.
dedication.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Damn, son.
Right. I
Damn.
think it hit Viking the worst when the show times changed a bit.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what can you
And
do?
Cookie.
Yeah, suck it
Sometimes
up,
you got to
buttercup.
change things up. You know what I mean?
That's right. We have more time in the day after this now as well.
Yeah.
It's It's
We do.
better.
Oh
it's
yeah,
better.
too hot to
Well,
sleep
we
as well.
do.
He's just said in the chat.
Mhm.
Me
Damn
and
right,
Margaret
it's too
definitely
hot
have
to
more
sleep.
time.
Have you seen them
Yeah.
temperatures?
Yeah,
he's
which
been
will be great come summertime.
Right.
Mhm,
Also, we're
yeah.
not rushing to have to go find something to eat at that point either,
Mhm.
Right.
which is quite nice.
Although I'm usually pretty hungry by the time we're done.
am
We end
too,
up
I
talking about
think.
food.
Yeah.
We need to bring snacks, Margaret, I
I
think.
know, but then you can't really eat snacks because then you're like crunch, 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 and
We just
I'm
gotta
sure
mute
nobody
it.
wants to hear that.
That's right.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
But
true.
you got to eat really quick. You like put something in your mouth, mute, chew, 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 because you don't want to be like. So what do you think about them, Margaret? And you're like,
Exactly.
Oh my God, man. Awesome.
that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. I
Man.
love it.
You know, I would like to eat. I want some lamb chops, man. Some nice lamb chops.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, here it is. Fucking bullshit. Listen, Margaret. So
Yeah.
the other day,
Uh,
because there's this whole food thing going back and forth, right?
right.
Between me and the Macky. I told him the other day to give me a recipe
Uh-huh.
from the UK.
Right.
Thinking I would get
I
something
know where
amazing.
this is
and
going.
I-
Fuck
I
you, John.
specifically
Fuck you, John.
asked him to ask the wife for a recipe.
Uh-huh.
Now tell him what he responded with. And
Like,
tell
what
her the
recipe did
whole
he send you?
Yeah, tell him the whole fucking thing.
But I think first off, I said chocolate concrete, but John's got no upper teeth, so it might be difficult
Yeah.
for him to eat that. But that's some good shit. Chocolate concrete, some good shit. And you know what I suggested, Margaret, because he hasn't had it yet, and it's a fine delicacy here in West Korea.
Chocolate concrete.
Yeah, yeah, some good shit, by the way. It's like chocolate
What is
brownie,
it?
but like really hard.
Is it like a bark kind of thing? Like, or like,
a
the,
chocolate-
is that
Oh, yeah,
brittle
like
or
maybe
really
like a
bark
hard
or
bark.
chocolate
brittle?
biscuit.
It's,
Something like
I
that.
know
Is
it's
that
hard
what
to
it is?
describe. There's not many other things like it.
Never
Imagine
heard
the
of it.
bottom of a cheesecake.
Okay, so that's the recipe.
Yeah,
he
like the
sent you.
bottom of a
Really
cheesecake is
hard.
close, but yeah, it needs to be
really
much harder.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and crunchy and chocolatey and beautiful, and without that cheesecake crap on top
Okay,
of
so
it.
he sends you a chocolate concrete recipe.
No,
No,
he just told me
no.
first.
Oh.
This is I was thinking this, but continue. Macky.
Beans on toast with cheese, Margaret.
Beans on toast with cheese. That's
Can't get much
That's
more
what you
British.
said.
than
That's right.
that's what you sent him
Yeah,
as an
that- yeah,
example of
just-
British cuisine.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay,
This is
well,
what he
first
sends
of
me.
all-
What? Wait, you see, you haven't even tried it yet. You're judging it
I've had
already.
beans on toast.
Fucking judging it.
Margaret,
Haven't even
this is
tried
why I
it.
brought it up. I assume Margaret might have tried this already. See,
I've probably had something similar, sure, but I would say, like, just to be, let's all be honest here together for a second.
yeah.
I'm not sure that British cuisine is like known
Hey,
worldwide.
be careful what you're
for-
saying here, Margaret.
for its, what shall I say, excellence. It
No.
may
Okay.
be-
Right, look, the food's not good, but we brought tea to the world, all right? We fucking took tea everywhere. You need to appreciate that at least. Yes, we did. We took it from other countries and then
Yeah,
spread it, but we
it came
still
from
brought
India,
it to
and then
everybody.
you colonized India, and then you took
So?
all the tea, and then you spread it.
So,
You can't even claim tea.
yes, we can. We claimed tea. That's right. It doesn't matter if somebody else had it before. It's ours now.
I see. Okay, gotcha.
Gosh.
we do a phenomenal roast beef and Yorkshire pudding.
That's another
See
one.
now,
Okay,
see
yeah.
now, if you just said something like that, like you know what, you should try and make a Yorkshire pudding. I'd have been like,
Yeah, that's
Yes.
stuff's
okay.
good.
Now
That
this
stuff
is something. This
And
is a
roast
recipe.
beef. Mm,
You know
chef's
what I
kiss.
mean?
John, you're asking the wrong person. You know what I do with food?
I told
eat
you to
it.
ask your
That's all
wife.
I do with food. And she said
Where's the
chocolate
wife?
concrete is a good one. And then she worries about you, John, because we've asked you before. You send us a recipe. You send us fucking biscuits and gravy. The gravy's
That's
not
a
even
that
fucking
is a
brown.
delicacy.
The biscuits are not even fucking biscuits. So, you know, it's like you don't even put white sauce in your fucking lasagna, bro. So it's
That's
like
a travesty.
maybe once he's learned how to make lasagna properly, we can send him an actual challenging recipe. But for now, we should just let him try the beans and cheese on toast. That's what I'm saying, John. Yes. You know,
Oh my god!
Doing him a solid, Macky. Doing him a solid.
I gotta do.
you know what I mean? Let's take
I-
it step by step, John. Let's not make no duck a l'orange just yet. Let's go for
Nobody
the
wants
beans
that.
on
Duck a
toast.
l'orange.
You're not even making that at home. Who we bullshitting?
Yeah, I ain't eating that. The only
However,
orange
I
food
would
I
try
like
to
is
make it.
oranges. Gosh, I hate
Although
when
somebody-
oranges add to anything. Sorry, what are you saying,
Somebody in the
Margaret?
chat said, or Marcus said, liver and onions, and I'd fuck with those.
I would
anyway.
eat
They're
that.
pretty good.
I would
yeah.
eat that shit.
Yeah. Those are good.
I don't-
Yeah.
Me,
Yeah.
me and my
Onions.
one daughter are the only ones that will eat that.
Liver
But
and
here's
onions?
the kicker. Yeah,
Great.
here's the kicker. You can't just go someplace and have liver and onions. Like if it's on the menu, don't eat it there. Right?
Hmm.
If they're
Okay.
doing a special of it and they're doing liver and onions, perchance somewhere else, have it
Perchance?
because
Why?
otherwise you're getting shitty liver. Just
Oh.
frozen sliced shit
Shitty
blocks of
river.
crap.
How do you get
Shitty
shitty liver
liver.
though? What's
What?
what constitutes shitty liver?
I don't know. All the ones you can buy off of a truck that are frozen and
Yeah. Yeah,
but
sliced,
it-
pre-sliced.
Okay. Do you
I-
prefer beef or chicken liver?
I love chicken liver.
Really?
100%. I will eat
Jesus, you
beef liver and
motherfuckers, you see-
I will
Now,
also
hold on
eat
for a
venison
second.
liver.
Hold up, can we
prefer
just
beef.
acknowledge the direction this fucking conversation is taking? Because I was going on at first about cheesy beans on toast, and you're like, cheesy beans on toast, British cuisine, blah. And now you're all talking about fucking beef liver and chicken liver. Oh, which one do you like the most? Do you not see how deep this conversation has gone and how
I see
far
no
off the rails
problem
it
with
is?
this.
Huh?
I see no
I
problem
think
You
it's
want to
a
go
great
eat liver and
discussion.
onions, but no beans on toast? Huh?
I'll eat it. I gotta find the goddamn
God
beans.
damn.
Okay.
God damn.
But yeah, do you
You-
not cook? Okay, I should say this, Macky. Does your wife not cook a chicken or a turkey? Take the
Not
things out,
turkey.
and then cook like the liver, the heart, the
No.
lungs. I throw the gizzards away because fuck those things.
We
No,
only
no.
get the gizzards in ours. We
I
don't
mean-
get the liver, heart, and lungs.
No, we don't
Really?
get that shit in the chicken. No.
Yeah. Unless you buy
Oh,
it
they don't
from,
have them in there?
No, that's
unless you
all
buy it
taken out.
from
No.
Yeah.
You
Huh.
do
And
with a
even if you buy
turkey.
it
If
from
you
a
get a
butcher,
turkey, you'll get all that shit, the giblets in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm weird, but like, I will eat all of that stuff. Fry it right up. I go hunting. I shoot the little Bambis, and I save it all, and I cook it all. And some people think that's weird, but guess what? I'm doing it.
Oh, liver's good for you,
Venison
man.
heart is
Liver is very good for you.
liver
Mm-mm.
is good. Like, since I was a kid, I've been standing in this kitchen cooking that shit on that stove right there.
That's right. But what you
Yeah.
need to do, John, is I know it sounds crazy, but you have to try the cheesy beans on toast, man.
I'm gonna do it.
It takes
gonna
5
do
minutes to make, and it's just a good, tasty snack.
But I gotta find the right beans, which means
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
gotta get
order
the
it off
Heinz
of
beans.
Amazon. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
what kind of cheese are we talking here?
Whatever your
There's a
favorite
whole
cheese
lot.
is.
Cheddar.
No. You can't tell me
Cheddar.
that because then I'll come back and be like,
Cheddar.
I used
Do you
pepper
like
jack,
strong,
and you'd be like,
mature
no.
cheese?
Mature cheddar.
I would eat that.
Yeah, mature cheddar's good.
Mature cheddar.
Extra
Yeah.
mature. I like strong cheese. I'm going to want to go far as to put blue cheese in there or anything like that. You
No,
I
know,
love
that's
blue
all
cheese.
beef.
Yeah.
Also on burgers and such. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
extra mature. Yeah, extra mature, but not too far.
Yeah.
Don't go too far. Yeah, and it's man, you see when it's all heated up and all the cheese is melted between the beans and the tomato sauce, you got the toast, so you got the crunch from the toast, you got
Oh,
butter
yeah,
on
yeah.
that as well.
What is this tomato sauce we're talking about here?
Well,
Is
it's
this
just in the beans. Yeah, it's not like
And
ketchup.
it's tomato sauce.
Yeah,
I know, but like,
It's not like a tomato sauce like you.
it's not just bean sauce.
tomato.
Like, what are
like,
we
not like
talking
tomato
about?
sauce?
a
Like
little
it's
different.
yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
spaghetti bolognese sort of sauce.
that's
either,
everybody's
so-
homework this week. Everybody.
Now we got
listening.
red eye
Alright.
telling me I got to have a special bread.
Yeah, Warburton's bread is
Warburton's
good
good,
too.
lad.
hmm
Oh my god,
Toast.
yeah,
That's
I'm
true
with
as
you,
well,
Free nugs,
because
That
the
is an
American-
awesome burger, bro.
The American bread is like cake. I had some American bread yesterday, and it was fucking delicious, but it was more like cake than bread.
Yeah, yeah.
That was good.
That milk.
I wonder if there's any of that left.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get some after the show. Mhm.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then when you've tried the beans on toast with cheese, replace toast with a jacket potato. and
Yep.
You've got
Mhm.
You
you've
know,
gone from
now if
snack
you'd have told me
to
that,
main meal.
okay, if you'd have told me that right off the hop, I'd have been like, "Ooh, a loaded baked potato with some beans and cheese." I'd have been
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Great! Sounds like we
Yeah.
just put chili on something."
Oh yeah,
Bingo,
yeah.
with chili as well.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying,
beans,
bro.
cheese, and chili.
Yep.
Oh.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yep.
I'm
Margaret.
hungry now.
Yeah.
You hungry now?
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is why every time. every time. I'm like, I gotta make some dinner, but I would just want to
I
snack.
totally forgot what we're having for supper tonight. I got to check in and find out because I need to know.
Beans on
Right.
toast sounds
You
like.
gotta
Oh,
have
I
beans on
can't-
toast sometime this
I
week. And I
can't
think
have it. I gotta get it from Amazon, bro. I can't just go to the store. They don't have those beans.
what we're
at my
saying about we
stores.
will buy some insects this week to eat.
Insects.
Yeah, we do one of those tasting sessions on next week's smoke break.
No.
You're saying some grasshoppers or something.
Not
I've
doing
tried
that.
grasshoppers. They're all right.
Gross.
I think that's a great idea, but unfortunately, I'm going to be away next week. So
Right,
if you
okay.
need
Oh,
the
I
lane
don't
or
believe you.
anything,
I mentioned this to the
That's
missus.
not
I was like, I
true.
want to try some insects and shit. I want to see
Yeah.
what the whole the fuss is about these things. And she's looking through the internet. She's like, "What about this? They're fucking edible tarantula in a silver pouch." I'm like, "No,
Ooh,
I
yeah, I
said
don't know if I could do
insects, man,
that.
not fucking arachnids."
Yeah,
Fuck
you're
that.
right.
Shit.
Arachnids are different than insects. Although they do eat them in places. They do eat the
Oh,
tarantulas.
yeah, I
but
watched
don't
this
know if I
one
could-
Thai bird, man. She ate one live. Ugh.
Ugh. Yeah, I can't.
No.
I have not
No.
grown up around that, so it's just very not for me.
Nobody's grown up around that shit.
Oh no! It's got the hairs on it and everything. Oh man!
Dude, I'm a free nugs. I just gotta say, I'm gonna eat the shit out of that hamburger you just sent me a picture of. That
Was
looks
he talking about the one with the
amazing,
blue
bro.
cheese on it?
Yeah, bro.
Jalapeno,
But
business
this one-
burger, blue cheese. That
this
sounds
one-
really good.
Didn't have blue cheese on it, but I love jalapeno. Oh my god, that's a
I love
great burger.
jalapeno. Yeah.
Jalapeno
Yeah.
is amazing.
Now I will say people are talking about crickets in the chat. Can you infuse a cricket? You know, I don't. Not that I've never tried, but you could infuse the dip that you dip your cricket into.
That's
Yeah,
right.
or you could infuse the chocolate that
Yes,
you
you
put them
coat
in.
them in. Also that.
Yeah, that
I've
you
tried
could do.
crickets before, like I don't know, deep fried. They didn't have a strong flavor.
Listen, you come here around August,
Yeah.
I'll get you all the goddamn crickets you want.
Yeah, but I don't want them already processed. I don't want to have to do it myself. Yeah.
Like
When
somebody
they're in
can
a
get in on
packet,
that.
a little packet, and they've been salted and stuff, it's a little different. Little different. They're
Just
not
thinking,
so
we have
bad.
this thing. We had this thing in the UK. You know, when you get diarrhea, we call it the runs in the UK. So we call
I
it.
mean, I'm
we
pretty sure
call
everybody says
here that as well.
I'm
yeah.
just thinking, when you eat crickets, do you get the jumps? A terrible joke.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
no, but if you eat horse, you get the trots.
Oh,
And you deserve it. You shouldn't eat
Ooh.
horses. God damn.
That's
yeah,
right.
it's a terrible idea.
Horrible.
Right.
Can't.
Jesus.
Okay,
Oh,
guys.
Alistair Overeem. Sorry.
Listen, that took a serious segue there. Something fierce. Ah, free nugs. I was gonna say that, but I wanted to be. I didn't want to say it.
I've just read it.
Oh yeah,
That
so did I.
is also one.
Shitting through the eye of a needle is also what it's
Mhm.
called
That's
sometimes.
another one, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
never the
Why?
jumps,
What
never
are
the
we
jumps.
talking about?
I know, right? Well, how did we go on this tangent?
Right.
Jesus.
The starfish jumps.
Oh my god, everybody. So beans
Anyway.
on toast.
Yeah,
I
beans
gotta
on toast.
try.
You have to try that this week, John, because
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
Google it
try it
again.
and you're gonna be like, "Fuck, Macky's right again." Fuck, like that.
I
That's
don't
what it's
know
gonna
about
be.
this.
Yeah, you
Like I
should
do
live
love beans.
live stream it as well up on your
Yeah.
channel. That's what I want to see.
Okay.
And title it "American Tries Cheesy Beans on Toast," and that will go viral on its own. That will. People are, oh, I gotta see
Yeah,
this.
Well, yeah.
Gotta see this. Damn.
Oh my god, man.
Damn.
I got to do it. I got to do it. I got to be honest. I've been putting it off because it sounds terrible.
No, yeah,
What do you-
you're gonna regret putting it off. You'll have that
With the
every
beans?
week.
Yeah,
Great breakfast.
Honestly,
It's a
beans
great
are good. I
breakfast.
really like when
I like
you ever do
beans.
barbecue, like when they serve the bean
Yeah.
on the side. That's fucking delicious.
No,
So good.
different kind of beans, Margaret.
Yeah.
apparently.
It might be, but beans are beans are beans.
No, Heinz beans in tomato sauce with some Cathedral City extra mature cheddar with Warburton's bread. They have been specific for you, John. Write
That's
that shit
very
down.
specific.
That's a
You're gonna have
recipe.
to run to your local
First of
UK
all,
shop for all that
I ain't,
stuff.
yeah,
Right.
I ain't getting that fucking bread here. What are we talking about? However, I have been wanting. I've been going up to the big city, and as we drive around, I see all the ethnic stores,
Uh-huh.
like the Asian store and what have you. And I'm like, I need to go into these places
Yeah, man.
because
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing out on some shit.
Mhm.
You are.
You know?
The prices are
because-
usually better too.
Yeah.
foot
Well,
and mouth.
I really like making Chinese food at home, and I try to make random different stuff. Right. And I know that even though I read a recipe that says this is how you make it, I
Right.
feel like I'm missing out on some other stuff that I'm not incorporating or something. Like I feel like I need to get somebody to give me a real recipe so I can make it the proper way with the real ingredients instead of faking it. You know what I mean?
What are
Well-
you using that's not real?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying, but I feel like I could make just a simple stir fry, right?
Right.
At home. I'm using soy sauce. I'm using, like honey. I'm using ginger, garlic. I'm using I know there's another oil. I can't think what the hell it is. Anyways, and I can make it. Hoisin sauce, I have some of that. That's for some stuff. I do not have oyster sauce. But like I feel like it tastes different than if I were to go to an actual Chinese restaurant and order the same thing.
Because
Right.
you're
The
not using
sauce
one
just
ingredient, John.
MSG. I know. I don't have any MSG.
Yeah.
I don't have any of that.
It's as simple
But-
as that, mate.
I mean, it might be. It
You
could
can go
possibly
to,
It really
like-
is. It really
You can
is. I
go to
work at
the
a
like
Asian
those
place, mate,
Asian grocery
and
stores and
it's
buy
just
MSG.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The way
For
I've
sure.
seen
And I
from all
need
the
to.
internet reels from Instagram, Chinese food is essentially anything that once had a fucking heartbeat. They would really
Yeah.
just eat fucking anything. I've seen them eat live frogs and all this nasty shit, man.
Anything with a
Slugs.
heartbeat, yeah.
Fuck it. Oh,
That is not the
goddamn.
kind of Chinese food I'm talking about.
That's authentic
talking
Chinese
about-
food.
Noodles and well, there's a lot of noodles there too.
And it's hard to
Racist.
get the noodles right.
I
Like
love
you can
noodles.
go buy the noodles in the store, and I have tried so many times to make them right, and they
Right.
Because
just
their
don't come
noodles
out
are
right, and it
snake
pisses me off,
innards.
bro.
Mm-mm.
Oh my
Yes,
Jesus!
egg,
Whoa.
egg fried rice, you know what I'm saying?
Egg fried rice is so amazing. I make that all the time. Like
Yeah.
this is why I bought the wok,
Yeah.
or I bought a wok. Then the girlfriend bought me a way better wok.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Chinese food, good
Do you
shit,
go
man.
to your? Do you have
Not a
like a
shitty
local
wok.
Asian grocery?
What a great
Shitty
one.
wok.
I got to drive an hour to get to one.
A whole
Jeez.
hour, eh? Oh, that's far.
Yeah,
That sucks because
it's
they
not really
Anyway.
that far.
do have all the good
Anyway.
stuff
We spent that
Yeah.
whole fucking smoke break talking about food. Oh,
We always do.
my goodness.
half the time.
Oh, my
Yeah, it's
goodness.
okay.
No Viking, don't eat slugs.
Yeah, don't eat them.
Don't eat slugs. No.
Let's
Got
don't do
rat
that.
lungworm. Don't
The
eat slugs. What
texture
the
of a slug
fuck?
just seems
Yeah.
so nasty.
Mm-mm-mm.
You have to give I give my dogs
Blech.
special worming tablets
Blech.
because they can
Ugh.
die from eating slugs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so
So yeah,
gross.
that and I think it's that rat lungworm you go on about. It's like
Yeah.
nasty stuff. So yeah, dude, stay away from slugs.
I don't.
That's
Who's
a good
eating
PSA.
slugs?
Well done.
Yeah,
He
what
said
are we
some
talking
random
about?
dude in Australia.
Is eating
What do you-
slugs?
What he doesn't tell us is that dude was actually a spider in disguise. He was in a human costume. Massive
Well, that
spider
makes
sense.
eating slugs.
Spiders are ridiculous, bro. Nobody
Mm-mm-mm.
wants those. Why
Nope.
do you still have them?
Yeah. If there was like us, the guys in England, anything that we was afraid of, you just killed it all by now. You should have done
Yeah.
that too. Sort it out. Only take a weekend. No. Go out into the outback and kill everything. You know. But anyway, random tangents over. We need to get back
Okay,
on track
okay.
and go to
Okay.
the grow guides. Let's do that.
Way better when you said it like that, Margaret.
What did you say, Margaret?
You just said to it, lady.
But she whispered it.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the mental side of growing in this grow guide here. We're talking about patience, bias, and overthinking, which overthinking can
And
always be a problem.
Patience, not
Yeah.
patience.
What the fuck did you just say? They were the same thing.
Well, but I was
So
differentiating.
aggressive. What the fuck did
You know
you
what
say? Just relax, okay?
Sorry.
We're all friends
Sometimes
here.
that can sound a lot more aggressive than it should be because of my accent or something. I don't know. What the fuck did you just? You calling me a cunt?
That was funny.
Jesus.
Oh shit!
Notice how his accent got more northern. The more
Yes.
guttural it became. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Fuck
So, well, like-
now. Jesus.
I say good morning to people who think I'm insulting them. What's that
You know what I
about?
mean?
Oh shit!
So we just got to talk about the mindset, how to stay in the right mindset so you don't overthink things and do crazy things to your plant because you think you're fixing them when in fact you're making things worse. You can see a little bit of yellowing and you plant somewhere and then just completely freak out. You need to do things now instead of giving it 24 hours to figure out what the issue is and things like that. A little bit of patience. You can snap branches and just completely freak out when you need to be a little bit more zen and just sellotape that shit back up. It'll be fine.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And one of the things is just obsession. And this is kind of like a double-edged sword because you want to check your plants often, right? You don't want to not check them after 3 days, But then maybe numerous times a day is bad as well. What are you saying, John?
That's a bit extreme. 3 days. I think you better have been in there by then.
That's right. That's right. But you don't want to be checking it 3 times a day either.
Right.
Because it can become an issue, a little bit of an infatuation when you shouldn't get to that point in the first place. When you're opening the tent or grow room or whatever it is, you're disturbing the environment. You're letting out the heat, you're letting out the moisture, and plants like consistency. So you should really check them when they need to be checked. A set time would be cool. Don't just go in and out every half an hour checking on shit. Because not only are you changing the environment, but you can also accidentally introduce bugs into the grow room when you open it up like that as well. So don't fuck around, man. Just stay away. Maybe get one of those grow tents. If you're one of those guys who like to check on the plant often, then get one of those grow tents with the window in it where you can just have a little peek when you feel like it.
Or a camera.
Yeah, a camera's a good idea. But then there's also the problem of, you might notice issues that are not really issues because you're just checking it all the time, just looking for things.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
But the cannabis plants, they like consistency, and every time you're opening the doors to the grow room or the tent, then you're changing the environment, and they won't like that. So just try not to do that. Don't obsess. Don't check the plants too often. Once a day is good. I think once a day is fine. You don't want to leave it any longer than that. Even if it doesn't need watering and shit, just go in there, check, make sure everything's running correctly, and once a day is fine. Yeah. How often do you check your plants, John?
Usually just once a day, really. I mean, I come home at night after the lights all come on. I check everything. Check the tents, check the flower room, water if I need to, do a little trimming in there when I'm in there, and then I leave.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. With you, Margaret, because you grow outdoors, or your last crop was outdoors. How often did you check your plant when it was growing out there?
Oh, God, every time I looked at the window.
Oh, right.
Every time I walked by,
Yeah.
it was great.
Just leaning out the window all the time, checking on it,
Yeah. You could
What
just
are you saying,
see
Smee?
it.
How often do you
I've
check your
always liked
plants?
I've always really liked to just check my plants twice a day, like as soon as the lights come on and before the lights come off.
Right.
Just because I'd like to make sure my lights came on and my lights went off at the right times, and because otherwise, hair me, etc. But I used to have to go in, but now with the tents getting as good as they are, you can just open a little flap on the front of your tent now and not have to worry about actually going in, and you can still just lift up the corner, lights on, wash, and then flap it back down. So yeah, twice a day I like to check mine, just because I want to make sure that my equipment's all running correctly when it turns on, and then that there's nothing gone considerably wrong with my grow throughout the day before the lights go out. That's generally about it.
Yeah,
That's
and
all
that
I
should be
really like to
plenty.
check.
You know what I mean? That should
Yeah.
be plenty. Cornerstone in the chat said he's got a remote camera. You know what I mean? But,
Yep.
and that's cool. If you
Got
can
a
get one of
camera in
those.
my flower
yeah,
room.
man. The thing is
Yeah.
with these, though, if you're in the UK, these things usually get hooked up on the Wi-Fi. Be careful what you're naming those things. Don't grow tent camera. Don't be labeling that. Because when your fucking next door neighbor's trying to connect his device to the Wi-Fi, and you see these different devices hanging about, like grow tent camera, connect. Oh yes, please. Yeah, so be careful with that. Careful with that. All right.
Yep.
But let's talk about overcorrecting. John, you want to talk about overcorrecting things?
Woo, it's kind of a big one.
Yes.
So, overcorrecting or fixing things that aren't broken. Boom. I I feel like everybody goes through this, but some common examples would be adjusting the pH every watering because it looks a little off. And I'm gonna come back to some of these. Flushing at the first sign of leaf discoloration, changing feed strength week to week, and dimming or raising the lights repeatedly. So, man, you really got to read your plants. I don't know if I would so much put that first one in there, the adjusting pH every watering, because I always have to adjust my pH when I mix up newts. So
Oh, but yeah, in hydro.
I'm not exactly
Yeah.
yeah, well, even if I was growing in cocoa, I still have to adjust my pH in my bucket of water every
No,
time.
but
I
you're
do
making it 5.8 every time.
right. Well, right.
Yeah.
See, this is why I come back to this, because are we talking about like, oh, my runoff? And I think this is where this is going, is that, oh, my runoff is coming in at 6. Maybe I got to put it in at 5.7 this time to try and bring that back to 5.8 in the pot.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, don't be doing that. Just feed it like you normally would. Don't adjust your pH like that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So what happens if you do some of these things, especially the feeding? Roots aren't going to adapt. Your microbial life gets disrupted, and plants are constantly readjusting instead of growing. So consistency. Yeah, thank you. Excuse me. And back on the dimming or raising lights repeatedly. Yeah, don't mess with your lights. Once you get them going where you're going to be, leave them. Like if you're in veg for a long time, you might need to bring them up a little bit, but not every day.
Yeah,
You know
so
what I
the
mean?
plants
Oh,
adjust
it
to
looks
that
like it
shit,
grew
don't they?
centimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you'll notice too that if you keep your light down, the plants won't stretch. And the more you move it up, the more your plant's going to stretch.
Mhm.
So, in my opinion, and what's happened to me, So yeah, just wait, patient.
Yeah.
Before you get all crazy. And flushing, yeah, do not just right out the gate go to that. That's a bad idea. Whew. Yeah.
That's it.
So,
Fucking
yeah.
with the plants can just cause more problems than it's worth.
Yeah.
To start with, try and give the plants time to adjust themselves. They know what they're doing, man. Just give them what they need and let them do their thing. And
Yeah.
try and guide them in the right direction, and everything will be fine.
Right.
Yep. Consistency, innit? Consistency is so important. I think people underestimate how much consistency is important.
Right. I agree.
Just reading chat. Who was it? I don't know. Cornerstone said something. Where was it? It's gone. So, yeah, sorry. Just getting distracted. Stop distracting me, chat. Gosh. So next up we have Instagram bias and unrealistic expectations. What are we saying there? This is something. Well, some people can be like unrealistic, not expectations, but they think that they're going to do really badly. The opposite. When it's going to turn out better than you expect. So you want to talk about this, Margaret? The Instagram bias and unrealistic expectations?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it can be easy to really fall into that comparison trap when you're looking at what people are posting online, especially people who have, been growing for a long time and have been at it for a while. Because you see like the perfect canopy shots, the unreal bud density, the week 5 photos that don't match reality, and you're like, why can't I do that? Why does my shit not look like that? And then you get all bummed out, and it's really not. What was it? Comparison is a thief of joy.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to fall down that. Don't fall down that well, or whatever the saying is. How many more cliches can I throw out here? But what you often don't see, of course, is the post-processing that they've been doing, the phenotype luck, all the CO2 rooms or dialed in professional setups or equipment that they have, and of course, selective angling, great lighting, excellent cameras, like all that kind of thing too. And then you have growers thinking that they're not doing well when that's not actually true.
Right.
You're rushing to do things to sort of feel like you have to catch up to what you see online. But
and it can be bad for the mentality, You just you want to try and enjoy your grow and not compare it to everybody else's, because as Margaret said, comparison is the thief of joy. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, take ideas from people,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
get
sure.
inspired by them, but don't get depressed because you don't have the same equipment as somebody else has and shit like that. Especially if you're just starting out, just
Yeah.
do your thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let the plant grow, baby. You're gonna get what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just keeping an eye on chat. Chest distracting me today.
Mm-hmm.
I've had
Yep.
to make some adjustments. just say it like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So and this is as well. You don't see online all the heavy posting processes and all that shit. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
What you see online is not real. Everybody, it's not real.
That's right.
So don't
Most
try
It's all
and
been curated.
don't try and keep up with what you see on the internet. It's not real.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we talk about impatience at every stage. What are you saying there, Smee? You want to cover that one?
Impatience.
Impatience.
Yeah, that's
Being impatient.
very much something when you first start off growing. I found is the hardest thing to get over. Just the patience side of thing. You want to see your crop come to harvest, and sometimes you can get very impatient waiting for that to happen, and because of that impatience, it can ruin months and months of really good, really hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Just just take your time. It's a marathon, not a sprint, as they say, and that
It's a
is very
shame,
much the yeah, it is a freaking shame. You're not wrong. I'd like it to be like in Back to the Future or Fifth Element, where they just put something in the microwave, press the button, good chicken comes out, instant. And I wish I could do that with my tent. Just unzip my 4x4, stick a little cube in it, zip it back up. Good weed. Open it up again, and I've got a 4x4 full of ready dried weed, all hung upside down, just ready for me to. No, in fact, in jars, not even trim gel. The jars. Just give me the jars. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun, but you'd need just a little bit of a grow going, just for the fun of growing.
You would lose touch
Like
of the fun
5
of
minutes.
growing. Yeah, I'll give
Yeah.
you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
I
would
love
be. That's the only way you're gonna be able to beat the patience, I'm afraid. And with all that technology, patience is a virtue, as they say, and it's the best thing. It's one of the best things in growing to have.
Yeah, you really have to take your time with shit. Patience is an important thing, man, when it comes to growing. When it comes to anything, really, I suppose.
Yeah.
But man, I have killed plants before from just being, impatient. Going from, say, you pop in seeds, because it happens at every stage. You pop in seeds and you're doing the paper towel method, and then you see a little bit of a taproot, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll plant that, but it was too soon. Now you've shocked it, and now it's dead. You know what I mean? That's happened before. I've taken small plants with just a little root on it. It's popped up in a little small rock or cube. Tried to transplant it into another cube and broke the stem and the root, and that's killed plants before. If I would have just waited an extra day or two, it would have made zero difference. But the plant would have been alive at the end of it instead of me accidentally killing it. You flip into flower too soon. If you just wait a week, then you'll double the yield at the end because you've managed to veg the plant out to the correct size. And harvesting, patience when harvesting, making sure that it gets to the fucking right stage before it should be harvested in the first place. That's something that people miss out on as well. It's just so important just to have that little bit extra patience when you find issues with the plant. It looks like the plant's got a fucking problem somewhere. Don't rush to fix it. Just wait for a second. But not a second, give it a day, give it 24 hours, see what happens. Maybe it'll fix itself. Don't mess with it too much.
You're not
but learning how to be patient.
Problems.
Sorry, John. Sorry, Smee.
Yeah, you're not going to keep running into problems if you're patient. So if you're impatient, you're going to keep running into everything.
That's right.
Well, you're going to cause problems too.
Cause problems, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's one of these things you need to learn on as a grower, the mindset you need to have. You need to be a little bit patient with things. I think that's the most important thing. It's just learning how to be patient.
There's a test for people, Macky, that people can actually do. If you don't want to be patient and you don't think patience is a thing, when you take your next harvest down, cut a branch off, stick it somewhere it can dry real quick, and then test it up against the stuff that you dry 60-60 slow over 14 days, and then tell me
Mhm.
patience isn't, worth
Mhm.
something to do. The taste, the smell, the look, the feel, the overall high. It's leaps and bounds different, and
Mhm.
patience. Patience is that secret sauce sometimes that people are looking for. It's
Mhm.
Right.
patience. Sorry,
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
I
Mhm.
butted in.
And that's it. As I said, I think patience is the most important thing that you need to learn as a grower. Just take your time, let the plant take its time, and leave it alone, let it do its thing, and just guide it along the way. You know?
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. And there's
It
another thing
knows
as
what
well.
it's doing.
Yeah, that's it, innit? I think people forget that these plants have been doing their thing for hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of years, and it knows what it's doing. Let it do its thing. Just give it what it needs and let it do its thing. Don't disturb it too
Mhm.
much. You know. And then there's things as well like this confirmation bias. Seeing what you expect to see. Now, if you're always in the tent, like we said earlier, try not to disturb the environment too much. Don't visit any more than twice a day at most, really. Don't check too much. Because the more you're looking at the plants, the more likely you're going to see something that isn't there. And of course, you can see things that are there. And Swami Chaitanya said when he was on the show before that the best nutrients for a plant is the farmer's shadow, which is true. But you don't want the shadow to be there all day long. You check the plant a couple of times a day, make sure everything's fine, and then move on. Don't go in there specifically looking for a deficiency or a problem because you'll find it. Even if
Oh
it
yeah.
isn't there, you'll find it. There's that confirmation bias that exists. Be like, I knew this leaf was going yellow, and it's not really going yellow. Maybe the lighting's a little off or something. But if there's an issue, you'll see it.
Yeah.
There'll be a real fucking problem, and then you need to react towards it. But don't just think because you see a slight issue. As I said on last week's show, we've just seen loads of people sign up to the forum in the past and upload a plant and being like, oh no, my plant's dying. Look, it's got this yellow mark on a leaf here. And it's really just nothing, man. Just nothing to be
Yeah.
concerned about. I can understand why people are concerned about it because I was the same way when I first started growing as well. But realistically, if you just leave the plant to do its thing, it will fix its own problems. It's only when it starts to become a big problem
Mhm.
that you really need to react.
So, like I don't know if anybody else does this, but I do this. If I go in and I see a plant, and I'm not talking like a seedling or what have you. Let's say I got a plant in veg, and I see a leaf that has potentially something wrong with it. I'll look at it first, and then I will leave it. But then something in my brain tells me, you know what? Go back and pull that leaf off.
Yeah.
And I do that so that I'm no longer one looking at that problem, and two, I will notice if that was an actual problem because it's going to come back on
Mhm.
other leaves if it actually is a problem.
Yeah. But by
I
that
don't know.
leaf
It's just something
being
I
there,
do.
right?
Right.
Then
Right.
it could have been fixing the problem. The reason why it's going yellow in the first place is the plant's taking nutrients from it. So when you've broken it off, the plant might only needed just a little bit of nitrogen. So it's taking
Mhm.
nitrogen from this leaf to disperse it around the plant where it needs it. But when you've removed it, that was a food source that it had. So now it's moved on to a
Mhm.
different leaf instead. It might
Right.
only needed a little bit, which could have got it from that leaf, but now it needs to move on to the next one. So I always think if a leaf's going a little bit yellow or something, just leave it. If the plant doesn't need it anymore, the plant will make it fall off. It doesn't want to
Right.
waste resources on leaves it doesn't need, so it will get rid of them. So you don't
Mhm.
need to pull the leaf off. I don't think. I think it's a bad idea. It just makes things
Yeah.
worse.
It's just something
I know
random
it
I
is,
do.
but
Like,
I like to pull it off.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I know the feeling.
Like I said, it's two-sided for me. One is
Mm.
to make it so that I'm not looking at that all the time and expecting that yes, there is a problem, right? Because it could have just been that that's an old leaf. It was going to die off anyways.
Mhm.
So if I remove that from my visualization of the plant, and in 2 days nothing happens to any other leaves, that's all it was,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But otherwise, I'm looking at it constantly going, God damn, I got to fix it.
Yeah.
There's got to be something wrong, you know?
That's it. That's this grower mentality thing. You have to try
Yeah.
and be patient. Let the plant do its thing. Maybe it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, it's tough though. I know what you're saying because
Yeah.
sometimes they come off so easy. You know,
Mhm.
you just touch
You
it and
know
it'll fall off.
Mhm.
You know.
I
Well,
feel
aren't
like
they
we've
meant
never
to fall
talked
off
about
then?
that.
Like if it's just
Uh,
gonna, like, I don't know, isn't it
well,
supposed to?
yeah.
If you just barely touch it and it falls off, isn't that meant to
I
come
mean, that
off?
could be a bad
Mm.
thing, but there are some strains I've grown that for some reason they just pop right off nobody's business without even a problem. Some are just like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, who was it who was breeding a strain? Was it breeder Steve who was trying to breed a strain that just dropped all of its leaves on the last week of flower?
Cool.
That would be amazing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that would be
Like,
cool.
Yeah,
give me that.
right.
You know what I mean? Especially for
Oh
these
my God.
commercial things. They got 1,000 plants. Imagine just having all the leaves fall off, how much money you'd save in hiring trimmers,
Right?
you know?
I mean,
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah. Nobody helps me trim, Macky. What are you talking about? I'm the
Yeah,
only one that
yeah.
does it, bro.
Yeah. It's a long
Holy.
job. It's a long job. But this is another one of those things, this section here. It's another thing
hired
that ties
Chit.
into the patience, isn't it? You have to be patient, man. You might see some
Yep.
issues with your plants sometimes, but just be patient. See if it gets any worse before you start trying to fix a problem that can fix itself if you just leave it alone. It's the whole patience thing again. So don't go into the tent all the time looking for issues because you'll find them, try and fix them, and then cause actual problems. So just relax. Take your time. Don't rush.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're talking about let plants be plants, which we kind of covered there, but you want to talk about that there, John?
Leave them alone. Okay?
Yeah.
They're going to do what they're going to do. Okay? I mean, but let's talk about it a little bit. So, experienced growers, what they might do differently is making fewer changes back to our consistency. Give the plants time to respond. We're just watching them. We're checking it out, seeing what's happening. You really got to get used to imperfections. Like it's this kind of goes back to the whole Instagram type stuff where you see it, the best, canopy ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we've all done it. We've all gone to upload
yeah,
a picture
for
to
sure.
the forum or Instagram or something, be like, oh, but again, let me tuck that leaf there. Let me pull it off. Oh, just
Yeah.
this bit. Yeah,
Right. And then just watch the plant, not just one leaf like I had talked about removing earlier. So then what you want to do is change your mindset from control to guidance, like Macky was saying, and from reaction to observation. We want to watch the plant. The plant's going to tell us what's up, and then we're gonna help it after that, if need be. Yep.
Pretty simple.
Yep. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Again, it's just patience again. Just let the plant do its thing. Simple.
Yep.
And of course, there are times when you're going to have to jump in there and do something drastic. So you find bud rot and things like that. If you find bud rot, don't just sit there and let your plants be plants. Fix that shit straight away. All right?
Right. That's
Bugs.
the exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Bugs
Otherwise, it's
is the other one.
Yeah, but bugs kind of. It depends on how many,
Yeah.
because they get to
Don't
this
go right to
economic
burning the
threshold.
place down.
Yeah,
but
you
you
see a
should
couple of
probably
fucking
take
thrips or something.
Yeah, do something about
Relax.
it.
Yeah.
No, do something about it.
Yeah, but don't rush. Don't like be oh my god, flamethrower. Ooh, no, burn everything
yeah, no,
down.
excuse me.
Don't do that. Just get help if you find bugs and shit. But mostly deficiencies, things like that. Just don't rush because the plant can fix these things. And even when it comes to bugs as well, don't try. If you see a couple of thrips on the plant, don't just suddenly blast them all with neem oil or something.
Right, no,
because the plants do have immune systems where they can fight these things off by themselves. A good healthy plant will be able to fight off these bugs before the bugs start breeding and shit like that. So don't rush into it.
And maybe they're just a passerby.
Yeah. Same thing with aphids. Yeah, Free Nug said in the chat there. Yeah, if you see an aphid or two, then don't panic straight away. If you after a few days, if you're seeing 10, then maybe it's like, I should really fix this shit.
Yeah.
But don't rush into it because they might just go away and then you don't have to do anything. Then you don't have to have these dodgy chemicals on your plants, Yeah, but just let the plants be plants. And we talk about stress. You want to talk about stress, Margaret?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an
Lots of it.
underrated factor. So if you're an anxious grower, you're probably going to make anxious decisions. And calm growers make calm, measured decisions. So all you have to do
Okay.
is calm the fuck down.
Yeah,
Just take a deep breath. It'll be fine.
that's
And
right.
Hit
ask
the
a
mighty.
friend or go to a forum and ask a
Mhm.
question from people who know what they're doing if you're unsure about something.
And then
And
when that fails, come and ask at Percy's. Sorry.
That's right.
well, that's kind of what I was alluding to.
Yeah, very true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, you can
Mhm.
try a different forum first, but you'll be to
Yeah.
Percy's eventually. You know.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
And sometimes you'll see panic changing multiple variables at once because you're not really sure what's going to fix the thing, but that obviously
Mhm.
has problems as well because then you don't really know if it does fix a thing. You don't know what it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
in the
Yeah, you
end
don't
that
know what
fixed
it
it.
was.
Done that
Yeah.
before. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
well,
better to know which change caused the improvement or made things
Mhm.
worse as well.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's better to do one thing at a
Yeah.
time.
I'll add more nitrogen. Oh, that didn't fix it. I'll try more CalMag tomorrow. Oh, that
Right.
didn't fix it. I'll add PK tomorrow. And then over 3 days, you've gone from less nitrogen, more CalMag, more PK. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? How do you know what's been fixed?
Yeah.
And this can happen in between grows as well. You know, like you change things in your grow room. Like, oh, I got a new light this harvest, this grow, and the harvest was epic. So, oh yeah, yeah. I also changed my soil. So, okay, so which one made the difference? Was it the soil or was it the light? You don't know
Right.
because you changed both. So you need to change just one thing at a time, so you know exactly what the fuck is going on. You don't be
Yep.
throwing shitloads of nutrients in your plant and think you're gonna be able to figure it out. Take your time.
Mhm.
Get a proper
Yep.
diagnosis. Don't rush. And yeah, being stressed around the plant, like Margaret said. I mean, there's people out there, the spiritual kind of things. That I'll be like, oh, those vibes they pass on to the plant. They know, you see them videos up on YouTube where it's like, oh, we had one plant that was just people saying, oh, you're such a beautiful plant, you're nice and green, all happy vibes, and then you got another plant which is like, oh, you ugly cunt, you got 2 fucking stems on you, and that plant apparently didn't grow so well. But I'm skeptical of those claims, but still, so
Maybe I might be a little skeptical, but come on, vibes do
yeah,
matter.
yeah. What if they do matter? What if they do? You don't know. So maybe they should just have good vibes anyway, right?
Right.
Simple,
Usually
right?
spending time with your plants like creates good vibes anyway.
Unless
Hopefully.
you're panicking.
Well, then yeah, you don't want to do that.
And also introduces CO2 into the atmosphere, which plants like.
Yes,
Just
it
saying.
does.
Maybe it's
Sing
that.
to your plants.
But-
Okay.
Yes, sing to your plants, but not the songs Viking likes. You're just grunting at your fucking plants all day long.
Faster. Go faster.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh.
Just saying, Viking. Just saying. But yes, stress is a factor. Don't stress your plants out. Don't get stressed because of your plant. This is a hobby that you're supposed to be enjoying.
Yep.
So if you stress too much by it, then you're not going to enjoy it so much, man. It's going to have a whole effect. Just enjoy the process. You're learning, especially new growers, you guys who are just learning this shit. I know it can be very easy to get stressed because you think that everything's going wrong or you have no idea what you're doing. But there's help out there. Don't get stressed. Enjoy the process. The first few grows are going to be a little bit difficult, but only a little bit. You're still going to get successful harvests. You're still going to do really fucking well. But, things will improve over time. So don't get stressed.
That's right.
Enjoy the process, man. Step by step. It's fucking cool.
Oh, my dog just barked at me.
Free Nug says, Viking, don't listen to him. You be quiet, Free Nugs. You're supposed to be at work? Huh?
He is at work.
He's at work and listening to the show. Jesus.
Yeah.
I like that spirit.
There
Degenerate.
you
Free
go.
Nugs, dude, they fucking solid on my tunes. Jesus. Because they're afraid. The plants are scared. Jesus. There's an animal growling really closely. Quick, grow.
That's
Anyway.
right.
Anyway, just saying.
Stockholm
Allegedly.
syndrome.
End goal amnesia. You want to talk about end goal amnesia? There, Smee.
And go.
He's like, what are you even talking about? It's like, check the show notes, bro, and scroll down. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, I've just realised how the show notes work. I was just sending you a message.
Well, I was supposed to tell you all about this, but you showed up late before the show, so we couldn't
2
explain
minutes,
it.
Macky.
No, I don't. It was late. I'm using that as an excuse, Smee. All right. That's right. I know it was only 2 minutes, but those were the 2 minutes we were going to use to
That
discuss
we-
what was going on with the show notes.
That's right. So
That's
end
right.
goal amnesia, is this what we're talking about?
Mhm.
So yeah, growers forget that the goal isn't for perfect leaves, the goal isn't for Instagram likes, and the goal is quality medicine and smoke. That's what the goal is. We're not looking
Mm.
for, we're not looking for pretty stuff. In fact, wasn't it Bruce Lee that said pretty fighting is not successful fighting?
I don't
I'm
know.
sure it's
I don't know.
Maybe.
along the lines of that.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's only pretty in the films, when you see all this stuff, but in real life, fighting's not pretty.
That's right.
That's the stuff. So, yeah, and it's the same with plants sometimes. You can get
Yeah.
some plants that just don't want to grow pretty, but taste very pretty.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
And,
Yep.
and watch out for signs of mental burnout. If you're never satisfied with your results, if you're always, excuse me, never satisfied with the results, always chasing the next grow to be better and ignoring improvements that you've already made.
Damn, that sounds like me and my
Yeah.
chess game.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
You're right.
And your cooking abilities.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
But speaking of cooking, random tangent, right? Because I watch these fucking videos on the internet sometimes, as we all do. But these
Yeah,
videos
like what?
specifically are about people going camping. There's people camping in random places. I camped out in the woods, and I got freaked out by the ghosts, which weren't actually there. But you'll see people while they're camping, and they will make such slop, such shitty food. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, delicious," and it's like, man, the situation you're in really depends on how good your food tastes. Because if you was like at home eating that, you'd be like, "This is fucking shit." But if you're out in the
Yeah, I know,
woods,
right?
Oh,
it's
that's so
fine.
true.
Oh, this is high quality cuisine. This corned beef is. Yeah,
That's
I just
very
find
true.
that funny.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that matters. How did we get onto that tangent? Fuck's sake.
You.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Just how food? We were talking about food again. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Sorry.
But
Sorry.
yeah, cheesy beans on toast. That's what I recommend you do, John. When you try your cheesy beans on toast, take it into the
camping?
woods. Have a little
Yeah, I
munch
was
of
gonna
that in
say,
the
you could do
woods.
that while
You're gonna be
camping.
like, "Oh my god,
You'll be like, this is incredible.
this is
This is
like
the
pork
best thing I've ever
crackling.
eaten."
This is so good." Oh, it's like lamb dinner. This is the best food ever.
Oh, I don't know what a lamb dinner is. We don't have lamb around here like
What?
that. Damn it.
Oh my!
I have had
gosh.
lamb, just not here.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.
Lamb's so good. Anyway, yeah, random tangent. Yeah. So yeah, just focus on what you had in mind when you started this growth and why you're doing it. And just try and understand that it's going to take time. You will hone your skills eventually over a few different grows. You're going to have minor issues here and there. But, things are going to be all right. It'll be cool. You enjoy the process. Have some patience. That's the most important thing. Be patient. And if you have any major concerns, just come and find help over on Percy'sGrowRoom.com. Don't rush in to try and fix things that might not even be problems yet.
That's right.
Viking said no lamb. Well, that would be sad.
It is sad.
Yeah. I mean, what is? Do you get lamb, Margaret?
Yeah, we have lamb here.
So what, John?
I don't eat it a ton, but it's widely available.
Yeah, John, what's going on? You're supposed to be
It's
American,
just not.
right? You're supposed to be number
you
one.
have to go literally around me. You got to go to like a butcher shop, basically, or
So, I mean,
meat
I'm
shop.
I'm sure you love where you live. I don't mean to slate it too hard, but there's a lot going on in Minnesota right now. One of the main things is it's fucking freezing, John.
Yeah,
Minus 32
freezing.
degrees C, and you can't get lamb. That's definitely
Right.
a reason to not be in that place.
Whoa.
But
wait
it's
a second.
legal here, buddy.
Oh shit, that's fuck.
I'm giving up the
Not to
lamb for
mention
the
the
for the
fact-
cannabis.
Not to mention all
Oh.
that beef brisket just walking around in them fields is got.
Yeah.
It's like
Wow.
That
give me
shit
beef
is
brisket over
everywhere.
lamb
Yeah, there is just like a
any
fine balance of everything, isn't there?
Mhm.
We're all living the same. We just, when you build a character on a game and you have to have stats here and there. It's like when you're picking your simulation life. It's like you can have legal weed, but you can't have lamb. Ooh, fuck. And
Right.
I picked the lamb and illegal weed scenario. That was me.
If you could, yeah. I mean, it's not like I couldn't go get it, but it's just not It's not like you can't go to Walmart or Aldi's really and just buy it.
Wow,
the
it's in
shelf there.
every supermarket where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And Viking in the chat saying no mint. Fuck, what are you talking about? No,
Back on this
Mint
again, are we?
sauce was
You mean
good.
you know what I
burger?
mean? I don't understand that. Mint sauce and lamb go together. It's crazy. We should genetically
mint.
modify lambs in the future to make sure that they taste like mint and lamb.
Oh yes.
So good. I
What?
dip. You see people
Genetically
there
modified?
genetically modify that shit. I would eat that shit raw. Let's go. But
Whoa.
see,
Wow.
you see people, they get their mint sauce, you know, the green stuff, and they'll get a little teaspoon there, a little teaspoon on the plate. No, I got a jar of that shit. I'm dipping
Oh,
my
yeah.
lamb in the mint sauce.
It
Yes.
was meant for lamb. It was made
You know
for
what I'm
lamb.
saying?
Mint sauce.
It's the only reason to eat that shit is with lamb.
You can tell this because if you go past a field with lamb in it and shout mint sauce, they'll all get up and run like fuck
Yeah,
because
that's right.
they know
Because they know.
the next thing is
know.
that they're
Yeah.
getting dipped in it. Yum yum yum.
Yeah. But really,
also think-
you say anything like that around sheep and they'll run. Doesn't matter what word it is. You know, they're
No,
very
it's
I
timid.
think you guys have so much lamb because it's just you don't have the room.
Yeah, that's what it is, John. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's just that
Yeah.
we prioritize the room to make sure it can have lamb on
Sure
it.
you do.
That's
Yeah, exactly.
That's
so it can
right.
have lamb.
Anyway,
Oh my.
yeah,
Oh
quick
my God.
food tangent on the end there.
I know,
everybody.
we're talking about food
Oh,
again.
no.
I know,
Oh
right?
my God.
I can smell.
Jesus Christ.
I can smell chili. I think the missus is making chili.
Fuck
That's what
off.
I
We
was
were
gonna make
supposed to have
tonight.
chili
Oh.
yesterday.
I'm
Ah.
making chili.
Too much shit was going on.
Yes,
just-
free nugs. I like veal.
There's definitely nice food smell in the background there. But yeah, that's just the grow guides. We want to, you know, there's many things that we have already covered in grow guides. It's difficult to try and figure out what to talk about on these episodes now. And mentality is something that we haven't discussed yet. So I thought this would be a good one just to touch on some of these topics here, just to try and, you know, we've taught you
Okay.
how to grow, but I don't know, how to think as a grower is a different thing. And it can be really easy to get stressed out when things go wrong. And, you know, you're always wanting to get the best out of your grow, which is understandable. But you also have to understand that it's not just going to happen overnight. You're not just going
Right,
to
right.
instantly be an epic grower and produce amazing plants. Even when you're highly experienced, things go wrong sometimes. That's just the way it is. So
Yep.
enjoy the process. Don't rush things. And you're going to produce some high quality bud. And just aim for small improvements every grow. That's all you have to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, and growing cannabis is such a beautiful hobby. So enjoy it, you know. Don't overthink. Don't rush. Anything else to add
Good
here?
info.
Any,
No.
you know, regarding grower mindset? Anything that anybody could be encouraged by here?
Yeah,
I
just
mean, I
don't
think
beat
we said
yourself
all
up.
of it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it,
Don't
innit?
beat yourself up when shit
Just
goes
don't
wrong.
beat yourself
Yeah.
up. We
Mhm.
all make mistakes. It's a living,
Yep.
breathing thing, really, a plant.
Mhm.
And it can be easy to, especially in the early stages with seedlings and stuff, easy as pie to just kill these things off. And the same when it comes to, you know, people have ruined their crops by not having great straps and the lights have fallen on it. That sort of
Mhm.
stuff. So
Yeah.
it happens.
Mhm.
Everything can happen and will happen. So don't beat yourself up. You know, do your best with what you've got. And yeah,
Mhm.
go to paces and there'll be plenty of support there for you.
Yeah. And
Uh,
Free Nugs, just to add there in the end, he said, don't be afraid to ask questions. And that's it as well. Don't be afraid to ask
Mhm.
questions, man. If you,
Right.
nobody ever wants to have a sick cannabis plant. Nobody does that shit on purpose. So don't be thinking, oh, I don't want to ask a question. I'm going to look like a dumbass. No, you're just learning. We've all been there.
Right.
You know, so don't be afraid. There is no stupid question, only the one you don't ask, is the saying. If you have a problem, if you want to ask any kind of questions, just head over to percysgrowroom.com. Nobody ever takes the piss out of anybody over there. I mean, we have banter, of course. But if you're a
Yeah.
new guy who just showed up, we're not going to have banter with you straight away. We've got to get used to you first. Know what you can handle. I mean, you want to see some of the shit we say to Smee, you know? Where he can handle it. You know, we have some good banter.
Yeah.
But we're not going to, like, a guy signs up, oh, my leaf is yellow, please help. Like, haha, look at you fucking dickhead, you don't know what you're talking. We don't do shit like that. That's ridiculous, you know?
No.
But we'd
Yeah.
do that to Viking, for example, because he can handle it, you know?
That's right. Give it back.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, so
know what I
just Just don't be too hard on yourself. If you have a question, if you need help at all, then do ask over at Percy's. It's a real nice place with loads of nice people, and everybody's happy to help. You know. But let's do the list of mail. Let's get this done.
Yay.
Let's go. Okay, we have a question from Free Nugs, who posted it nice and early on the forum today, so we didn't miss it. We don't have to be like, oh, Free Nugs sent in a question, did he? Oh, so yes, well done, Free Nugs. Thanks for sending in the
Very
question
good.
early.
Very good.
And I missed out the start of the question because he did put something sarcastic like, since you don't check the Discord listener mail, I thought I'd send it here. It's like, Jesus. If we don't check it at fucking 5 minutes to 8, Free Nugs. We start at 6. 5 minutes to 6. All right. Anyway, so Free Nugs said, if I want to start an outside grow this year, when should I start to veg out my plants? For photos, you can keep them in veg longer, and the weather warms up late April for me. So what month should I start a photo? Yeah, it's a good question. For me, if I was in a legal place where you was just allowed to grow 3 cannabis plants in the back garden or something, I would legit start that shit in December. Indoors, veg them motherfuckers out for as long as you can.
Door?
Man, I don't know. I'd get help or something. I don't know. It's legal. I can.
That's
You know what I'm
the
saying?
problem.
I get that
You know?
75-litre pot. I'd drag that shit outdoors. I'll get a skateboard
No.
underneath it or something. I don't care, man. It would be a beast. It would be a beast. I don't know.
Oh.
It's like, how long is a piece of string? How much space have you got? You know? Veg, man. Veg for as long as you can indoors and then drop that shit outside when it's ready. And it'll, and then you got 3 months of more veg outdoors in the sun. Jesus. It's going to be a monster. They say you can grow 3 plants legally. Okay. Watch. It's going to be they're going to be the biggest plants I've ever seen. We said 3 plants. Like, that's what you've got there, officer. What are you talking about? Count the roots. Count them. Look, there's 3 stems there. 3 plants. That's right.
Yeah.
He didn't specify how big they could be. So how long? I mean, you go outdoors sometimes, John. You did go outdoors this year, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
When do you start indoors?
I mean, it's a toss-up, but I'm gonna say usually we plant our outdoor stuff in March inside. Because I don't want
indoors. Yeah.
indoors.
That's what I was
yeah.
thinking of doing this
Yeah, it's
year
like
too.
March.
So like
Where you are?
yeah. I don't like, so it's been a couple of years now, and we've done from seed, and we've done clones that we've moved outside. Here's the problem with Macky's December. Like, you got to have the room to be able to do that without the plant getting too bound, right? The longer you veg it, the more roots it's going to have. So when I took some clones that I vegged out for a long time, and the roots were just getting to be too much for the pot, and when we put it outside, it took a lot longer for that plant to get going versus having new growth happening right in the ground. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not having all them roots. But I mean, like, yeah, if you want to start out with a big plant, veg the shit out of it. Just make sure you have enough room for it and a big enough pot,
Mm-hmm.
Because I will say this, the one plant that we had a clone of that we put into the ground that was pretty root bound, even though I ruffled it up and I separated it a little bit, at the end of that grow, even though that plant grew quite a bit and got really big, we were able to grab that stem and pull it right out of the ground with not much more than what actually we put it in as.
Mm.
You got to be careful for that.
Yeah, man. Space is a big thing. If you have all the space, I mean, if you're growing in a field, then there's nothing going to be at the sides of that plant as it grows. Then fucking veg that shit out for as long as possible, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
But if you have to put it in between some fences or next to the house and the fence and things like that, bear that in mind as well. Try and just estimate, because you can't really tell for sure how big a plant's going to grow. But when it goes into flower, then it's going to double or maybe even triple in size from when it was in veg. Bear that in mind. All right? So take that into consideration. It's better to have a plant that fits nicely in these places rather than it being too big and then it's just going to have mold issues later on in the grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, on a side note, if you're going to plant outside, rule of thumb for me is after Memorial Day or like
date
around
is
the 1st
that?
of June-ish.
Right.
Yeah, that's the same for us here. It's
Yeah.
the May long weekend we have here.
Yeah.
Which is like the end of
Mhm.
May. Third week of May usually. Third weekend of
Yep.
May or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you avoid the frost, hopefully. By then you don't
Yeah.
have any more threats of
Right.
frost.
Right. But cage it if it's small.
Yeah.
Like you're
So
starting
Frida's,
outside,
Yeah.
make sure it's caged.
yeah. Start now, bro. Start vegging them. You've only got, I mean, what we are in January? It's nearly the end of January, so February and March.
5 months.
April, yeah, 3 months you can plant that shit outdoors. 12 weeks is a good veg time, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
For
that's up to you.
sure.
That's up to you. You also, he said, what about autos? If I want to start an auto, should I start that seedling or should I start it outside or inside? It depends on the temperatures outside. You know, if you're starting early in the year, like April, March, it's still going to be a little bit cold outside. So bear that in mind. About April, May, and that's when you want to really start planting outdoors. It's good to start the autos indoors just for a week or two,
May,
just to
June.
get them up and running, and then plant them outdoors. And with autos, because autos going to be done in 10 to 12 weeks from germination to harvest, depending on the auto. But that would be about right. So you can essentially have 2 different harvests if you're growing with the autos. Plant some out at the end of April, beginning of May, and then plant some more in June or July or something. You know, so you can have a staggered harvest like that. As long as it's nice and warm outside, plant some fucking autos. They'll be fine, you know. And then he said, thanks, guys. You're the best. I'm expecting a huge snowstorm. So if I'm not active, I may not have power. Okay. Good luck, bro.
Yep.
All right.
Good luck. And then
You
just
got
one here
this.
from Yorkshire 420. He said, what are some good companion plants to have in your pot, either as ground cover or just a plant to grow alongside? Cheers. Okay. I mean, who grows in living soil here?
In your pot, I would say nothing.
Yeah,
Unless you
only
have
in
a
raised
huge
bed.
pot.
Yeah, raised bed, then
Yeah.
you have some cover crops. Or
Yeah.
you know, or a big pot, but otherwise, I don't know.
Right.
I wouldn't really mess around with that shit. Clovers can get nitrogen and bring them from the atmosphere back into the soil. But this is only if you're growing in organics as well. Don't be doing this if you're using salt-based nutrients and things like that.
Right.
Just wouldn't be a good idea.
If you're going to put them together, not
Mhm.
saying you can't put other planted pots or potted plants in with your grow, like marigolds or any kind of herbs you could grow in there, but it's not really affecting your cannabis plant because it's not in that pot.
And there's also using some companion plants for bugs and things like that. As Freenox just mentioned in the chat there, some people like to grow mint or sage, basil, something with high scent, scent as in smell, can keep bugs away, but it also can attract some bugs as well. So you have to just figure out what's in your area, what's local to you, and what you like to deter from, keep deterred away from the plant. But for me and most cocoa or hydroponic growers, then it's just best not to have any kind of plants. The things to grow it as well as cannabis, in my opinion. You want to grow some nice cacti, get yourself some Peruvian torch or San Pedro. They're nice to have, nice and easy to look after, and they produce mescaline. You might never need to or want to produce the mescaline. It's just cool to have plants like that around because they're cool. If you want to experience the other side of the universe, you have the ability. Also, growing some mushrooms, whether it's lion's mane or fucking reishi, all these different ones that they have, the psilocybin mushrooms that you can have as well, obviously. Grow that alongside the cannabis too if you want to. Why not? Natural medicines are good medicines. So that's what I would say. Don't necessarily just need to grow plants. Get some cacti, get some mushrooms. Do it. What do you think, Margaret? What would you grow alongside your plants?
I'd grow herbs. I'd probably grow herbs. I don't know if they're great companion plants or not, but if I'm gonna grow something outside, that's what I'm gonna do, so I can use them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't want any big plants. Like, don't be growing a fucking pumpkin in your living soil, raised bed,
Right.
when you've got cannabis plants in it, because it's gonna be like, fuck you, this is my
bad
nutrients
idea.
now, bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
Just grow some chives or something. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, just
That's
little
right.
stuff is okay.
yeah.
Yeah, just little things. nothing too resource heavy, you know. So bear that in mind as well. But there's so many. Smee, would you keep highlighting that same line in the snow notes?
Well,
sure.
just because I read it completely different. It's like, what are some good companion plants to have in your pot? Well, tobacco is what I used to use.
Oh, right. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
yeah, that's just that was my thinking. That's why I was highlighting it. And then obviously you read on and it makes more sense. But
Yeah.
That's all right. That's right.
sorry, Mackie. Was
That's
that
all good.
bothering you?
No, it just keeps distracting me. I'm like, what's that? Oh, it's John. It's I keep saying John. It's not John. It's Smee.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not me this time.
No. Yeah. So I hope that helps there, Yorkshire. I mean, I don't think any of us here grow in living soil or in a raised bed. But what you should do, if that's the kind of grow that you're into, is go and check out that Yellow Skunk Farm guy on Instagram. Man, we had him on the show a couple of weeks ago, and everybody who's gone to check out his grow has been like, "What the actual fuck is going on here?" It's some next level shit. It's like the guy works for a space agency and just have a whole ecosystem built into his fucking garage or some shit. It's crazy. Have you seen it, Margaret?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Crazy grow.
Yeah,
man.
with like the little river running through it and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're filming the next Jurassic Park there, aren't they?
Yeah, you know what
It's
I'm saying?
amazing.
Yeah,
They're
man.
amazing.
They could do.
Honestly, miniature. They're really
Yeah.
good.
I'd love to go like that. So if you check out his garden, then I'm sure he's going to be able to point you in the right direction of what works, you know, what's good to have around, because he's going to have it in his raised bed there in the ecosystem. Yeah, man. So I think that's all the questions we have there for the list of mail, and we've discussed the mindset of growing cannabis. I think that's just about everything covered. Anything to add before
Very
we move
good.
on?
No, I don't think so.
No.
No. Just thanks for listening, everybody. Let's go to the outro. Music playing professionally in the background. There we go. I'll fade it out manually. There we go. Look at that. Professional. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Sorry, Mackie, I didn't realise when I highlighted something on the screen, it came up on yours as well. And
Oh, yeah, look, if you look at it, you see I'm doing it now,
Yeah.
see? See, look at that.
I'll bear that in mind for next time.
Yeah,
mate. I
show
won't
notes is
sit there
pretty cool.
highlighting
It
the
looks
same
like everything,
fucking thing.
you know what I mean? Just type bitch and
Yeah,
keep
no wonder
highlighting
it
it,
was-
you know?
yeah. No wonder it was doing your head in.
But
Not
yeah,
bad.
it's everything that you do on the show notes is live, so we can see it all live like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit, man.
And as we was going through the grow guards and I'm reading from, I'm like, oh, that's how you read this, and okay.
Yeah.
You've
There
got
we
like a
go.
roadmap for you.
Yeah,
I'm good
so
at following
just a
roadmaps.
guideline, and then we have the different colors. Like green is for me to say something, and blue is for what was that, John this week? You know, this is what
Yep.
John will cover.
Yep.
And yeah, that's how it's all done. You know,
Oh, I like that.
pretty
Oh,
What
simple.
if he was colorblind, Macky? Okay.
Wow.
Did you ever take that into consideration?
No, of course not. Of course not, because I'm an ignorant Englishman.
That's right.
Right.
Damn beans and toast.
Oh gosh, you wait until you've tried beans on toast. You will apologize for saying that, John. You'll be like, "I'm so sorry, beans on toast, for saying that about you."
John, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you'll
shit.
see. This week, John, you have to do it, man. You've been saying for long enough. How
I'm
long
gonna
ago
try.
did I try biscuits and gravy? You was like, "Oh, you have to try
It's been
biscuits
a
and
hot
gravy,"
minute.
and then I tried it, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, this works. It's all right." That's what I
Was
Was
said.
it the sausage? Was it the sausage gravy that you tried?
No,
white
it's-
stuff?
oh man,
I have
that
no
was,
idea how they made it.
It was fucking Cajun gravy. I went to Popeye's Chicken. Oh my goodness.
What the fuck are you talking about right now?
Popeye's Chicken. No, the missus made some as well, didn't she? She made some, which
Yeah,
was the
she
white
made
gravy,
some.
the way you suggested it. Yeah. And then I saw they had biscuits
White
and gravy
sausage
and
gravy.
Popeye's Chicken when I went to Manchester, and I was like, okay, let me try it. And man, that Cajun gravy, I could just drink it on its own. I don't need the biscuit. Just drink that, man. God, delicious, man.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, you really have to try it. If you haven't tried it, just saying.
Okay. God damn it.
Mm-mm.
I'm looking everywhere right now.
Squinty freaking cheese sounds vile. What does that mean? Squinty freaking cheese? What's that?
Means
Don't
squirty.
use. Oh, it
Squinty
means
cheese?
squirty.
Squeaky.
Yeah,
Squirty free.
yeah, squirty
Oh.
cheese. What the fuck
Gross.
is squirty cheese, man? That's that shit.
Are
in
you
a
talking
can,
about the
right?
canned shit? Like the
Ugh.
canned under
Like the
pressure shit?
aerosol
Yeah, that
cheese?
shit's great on crackers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you
Fucking
joking?
hell.
No, I'm serious
Ugh.
as
No, I
hell.
thought he meant like
Squeezy
squeaky
cheese.
cheese, like a cheese curd. In which case, I can get behind that 100%. But
I love cheese curds, man.
I know, right? So good.
Yeah, they're so delicious.
Damn.
Mmm.
Viking says in the chat, hasn't rained here since the start of December. There's a Beatles song for that, Viking.
And it's probably bollocks.
No, it's actually the first song that ever used backwards vocals in it. I'll have you know.
Oh my god.
Just saying. Because the big Beatles did loads of things that was a first. But you guys don't appreciate things like that.
What, like be the first boy band? Be the first soy boys?
That's right.
Be the first. Sorry.
All right, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. This is Smee. The way Smee thinks everybody it doesn't reflect the opinions of High on Homegrown as a show. All right?
I stand alone.
I'm doing
on
it
an
right
island all
now.
by myself.
I am adding these damn beans to the cart on
Do it.
Amazon. I'm getting them
Do it,
shipped
lady.
right
Do it.
now.
You're doing it.
Yes.
Place the
Yes.
order. It's been placed. I ordered 1 can. Would you like
And
to
you
know how
ordered-
much that 1 can cost me?
$6.
bean?
1 can.
How
Let's
much?
just take a gander here at the full order amount. $8.49
For one can?
$8. How large a
for
can
1
is it?
can.
You see,
415 grams.
damn, son.
Wow,
That's not
just
a
a
lot.
normal can.
That's just,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could see why you haven't tried it, John. Because, you know, even if it's real good, it's paying that much for a tin of beans, it's still going to taste bitter. You know,
Did you not
Yeah.
say you had an Aldi and a Lidl?
They don't
Maybe.
have it there. That's the
They don't
thing.
have
They
the
don't.
Heinz
They don't
there.
carry
Strange that they
Heinz
don't have
beans
it
like
there.
that. Yeah, they don't.
Mm-mm.
Because
Like none of my local stores, Walmart, Aldi, none of them have it, man.
What kind of
Because
beans is it?
their cheddar will be their
Heinz.
mature cheddar will be perfect.
Heinz beans. You know Heinz beans.
Not,
weird,
not,
isn't it?
nope, no.
Damn.
It is
You
very
li-
strange, but we
You
don't.
live in
have
like
them.
a pocket universe that just doesn't
Right.
have beans.
But it's crazy though. I mean, it's who knows why. We
Viking
don't
said
have
he'd
that.
send you some.
Yeah, that's gonna cost $42 to send it from him. Shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
Well, that's only like 42.
You
pence
can
then.
send some to me, but it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be like $42 by the time
Yeah.
I get it.
It's because of the tariffs. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Something that my best
There's
friend
only-
Trump did. The Enid Cornerstone. And he-
Yeah, the baked bean tariff. You ain't shipping
Yeah.
them baked beans.
That's right. The
Yeah.
baked bean tariff of 2025. You know?
I love baked beans, man. I do love them.
Anyway.
I got the Heinz shit. Okay, I ordered the Heinz beans in tomato sauce, whatever the hell.
Oh, you're gonna love it, John. You're gonna love it.
Oh my god. This
Yeah.
is gonna be
So thanks for joining us, everybody. I know we did the news, and then we spoke about beans on toast with cheese, and then we did the grow guides, and then we spoke about beans on toast with cheese. So it's been a random one this week. Thanks for joining us. Hit the like button and share. And if you want to come and join us for the conversation in for the Patreon session on Friday, then you'll find the link in the Patreon sections of the Discord and on Percy's. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Join us,
Nice.
Yes,
Join
hell
us.
Yeah, see
Nice.
you there.
and maybe
right,
John
do it,
can
lady.
eat the beans on toast live.
Well, I
Then-
don't know when it's
Oh.
gonna get here, man.
John's Amazon
says the
takes like
4th.
4 weeks to get there.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
the 4th when it gets here.
It's because nobody wants to fucking go out in minus 30. The beans will be frozen by the time to get to you. Fuck that. Fuck that.
So I'm not even gonna have them by next week's show. That's
Boo.
horseshit. Maybe they'll be here sooner. We'll see.
Boo. Yeah. Good luck with that, John.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, everybody go eat beans on toast, preferably
Yes.
with cheese. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. I think the missus is cooking curry. It smells like curry. So that's what
I
I'm
wish
going to
we
be
have
having.
more curry around here too. God
Mm-mm.
damn it.
Do you live in a
Yeah.
food desert? What do you have around
No,
here?
You know,
it's
you got
just-
no lamb, no curry. You know,
I gotta drive an hour to get to that
hour
shit.
to get to
Yeah.
places.
No white sauce.
Yeah. to
yeah,
get to
no
that
white
shit.
sauce. Fucking, he doesn't even have real lasagna out there. My God, John.
Yeah.
Oh
what are
my
you eating?
Jesus.
But it's all worth it for the
crickets.
legal weed, isn't it?
Why you gotta add white
Yeah.
sauce to shit? Sounds
White-
disgusting.
Man, you gotta add that white sauce to the lasagnas.
Tell me
You
what
just
white
missing
sauce tastes like, Mackie.
It tastes like lasagna because that's what he's eating
Yeah,
with. You know what I'm
it
saying?
tastes like lasagna sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I
But-
mean,
Everybody is asking in the chat, John, when those beans arrive. You got to do live stream of that.
okay, I will.
American tries beans and cheese on toast for the first time.
And as it costs so much, do 1 slice of toast with cheese and a small baked potato.
Okay. So
Don't
what
listen
I'll
to
do
him.
is
So
I'll
you
make
can
a
try it
baked
on a
potato,
Beans on toast. Yeah, next
baked
time.
potato,
Next time.
and do the toast
That's
all
there
at
you
one
go.
shot.
There you go.
Bam.
Okay.
There you go.
Fading in the music. Let's get the fuck out of here. Goodbye, everybody.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Did the wrong music play something?
Nobody knows.
No, there's some different music. Oh, look, got the 1 hour intro playing. Okay.
It's a secret.
I didn't know that happened. I pressed the wrong one. Bye, everybody.
Bye again.